Life is fine. Life is fine. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And this week, full show, man. Full show. Feels like it's been a little bit, but we got a full podcast. Hopefully you guys are vibing with it. Make sure you guys like the stream, whether you watching live or after the fact. We appreciate it. Hey, man, listen. I see y'all in chat. Man, look. We're always
Why
on time.
early?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, show up when you least expect it, but we're always on time. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing slander on our names, being like, damn, this is the reason why Rokuhira got done in. Bro, if we were there, Rokuhira simply just would not be dead. He would be alive. One, because we would have handled it. And two, because we always show up on time, not when you expect it. We simply just would have never been there. The fucking...
Let me put it this way, right? Let me put it this way. If people weren't late, the story of Kagurabachi wouldn't have happened. So, you gotta be late to make shit happen sometimes.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah. The fucking Hishaku would pull up and be like, bro, where are these dudes? We thought our information was good. Nah, bro. Nah. Come on, man. This is how we get down. But anyway, obviously, of course, I'm not here by myself. I have my Ensemble of Excellence with me. You've already heard the Zenith. Zenith, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Tight shit. So let me start back up at the top of the list now. We have the...
Bro, we did.
Okay. All right.
I'm going.
Adam, a.k.a. Jigga, say hello to the people.
People, hello.
Type shit.
Shaking it up.
And then, of course, we have the Silver. Silver, say hello to everybody.
Howdy, folks.
Type shit. And then there's me. Hey, how's it going? The link to Adam and Zenith's stuff is, as always, down below in the description. Make sure you guys go check that out. We appreciate it. Housekeeping notes. I don't have anything too crazy. I've still been working on the script for this Chainsaw Man video when I can. This week has kind of sucked, but I have been typing up a lot, so I'm happy about that. I've also been doing a challenge for myself where I read a volume of One Piece a day. That's going pretty well. That's kind of been keeping me alive throughout this week. I've debated on whether or not I want to make like community posts about it as I go through it. Maybe I will. But for right now, I'm kind of enjoying it for myself. It's pretty great, man. I got to currently the Straw Hats are leaving Whiskey Peak and they're about to go to Little Garden. So like a little over 100 chapters is pretty good, man. One Piece is really fucking good. I mentioned to these guys before that I must admit that the Fraud Hawk agenda has like fucking clouded my brain. It has corrupted my brain because when he showed up again at Baratie, I'm like, wow, this is the coolest dude ever. Like he's so cool. Damn, he's so cool. So you kind of forget about that. But yeah, I am loving it. I guess I should also mention I love Romance Dawn. I did not know I love Romance Dawn this much, but like first time I read through it, I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then you get to Arlong Park and it's like, oh my God, One Piece is the greatest, which is, very typical in the One Piece community. It's always like, just wait until Arlong Park and then it's good. But I don't know what it is about this reread where I'm like, dude, I love everything. Like even arcs that I didn't like before, like what was it, Usopp's Town, Syrup Village, I think.
Syrup Village.
Yeah, even that I was like, yeah, I kind of like this is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, there's just like it's just connected with me so much more, the romance of it. It's very cool. It's like reading about like larger than life figures almost, where like taking Usopp's story, or it's like this guy who lies all the time and he's like, no, I'm gonna make sure my stuff stays lies, I'm gonna defend the town. Like That shit's cool. Or like Zoro and Whiskey Peak taking down 100 assassins or 100 bounty hunters. That shit's cool. Fucking even the little dog protecting his pet owner's shop and Luffy being there to help him out. Like, that shit's cool, man. Like, so much of it is just awesome. I love this shit. Baratier, obviously, with Sanji, amazing too. And then Arlong Park, that shit hit me like a train, bro. I love that shit. Yeah, it's awesome, man. I love One Piece. I also started a little bit of Silent Hill F. That game is pretty damn good so far. Won't go too deep into it just because I've only played like
loudest
maybe
game
first...
known to mankind.
Yeah, it actually surprised me.
They always say like, oh, silent hills. Those hills are not fucking silent.
Fuck no, bro. Oh my god. Yeah. I thought it was just because I set my my sound settings to headphones because I am a sick freak and I like to play horror games with headphones, with studio quality headphones on. It's great. I love being scared, but yeah, I thought it was just because I set it to headphones and not TV speakers. No, this game is loud, dude. This game is fun. It's screaming at me, bro. God damn. But it's really good. It's really good so far. How about you guys, fellow podcast hosts? Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about? Any fun, cool things that you guys want to get into before we start?
Bro, I don't.
Nothing on my mind in particular. Just been work.
Real.
Play
I don't do
Solstice if you ever get the chance. Fun little game.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's just get started then, man. Let's just get started. Ghost of Yote comes out Thursday. I can't wait. True. Based Romance Dawn and go. Stream just got weird. Oh, there we go. All right, we're fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened, but it was weird. But yeah. Good
It
stuff.
should be up to Zoro's arc, right? It's just like up to the.
Okay, that's all Romance Dawn. Okay, cool.
I think so. If
Romance
not, just
Dawn is all the way up to Arlong Park.
Oh, okay. So the saga then.
Oh, you're
Okay,
talking about
yeah.
the saga. I thought you were just talking about like
I
the
thought,
early
yeah.
stuff because the first chapter is
Yeah.
called Romance Dawn too, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, I
That's
thought you
my
were just
bad.
talking about like
Yeah.
the first like or very early stuff, but no, that makes sense. That
Yeah,
it's
that's
also
my
called that. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Romance Dawn is
That-
fucking
that's
good.
yeah. That's
Here's the
just
thing.
how I address it. I just address the whole.
I
thing as
knew-
Romance Dawn.
That One Piece was good when it was like, I think it's Orangetown, right, where Buggy is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Dude, when that little dog made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. Like first time I went through One Piece, like that genuine
Yeah.
fucking tears. I'm like, what the fuck? What the
Choo-choo is
fuck?
the goat, bro.
Why is
Oh
it
my
got me like
god.
this so early on?
Yes, bro. That shit is so good, man. I was getting emotional reading that. I got emotional then. And, bro, first volume where you have Kobe and Luffy, they're going their separate ways after they get Zoro. And Kobe's like, I can't let these guys know that I know Luffy. And he's like screaming at him and he's punching him. But he feels really bad about it because Luffy is his friend. And he goes off and he salutes him like, "Oh, thank you so much, Luffy. I know we're going to go our separate ways, but I really hope we can see each other again." And the Marines of the town all salute Luffy and Zoro as they go away. And the head guy just looks at Kobe and he's like, "You have some really fine friends, son." And Kobe starts crying and he goes, "Yes, sir, I know." That shit, that shit killed me, bro. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, One Piece is great, dude. One Piece is fucking amazing. God damn, man. I'm so excited to get through like more parts of this story and just see how much I appreciate it. I don't think I'll ever love Long Ring Longland, but you know, maybe things will change, you know.
He makes some questionable choices there.
I mean, I don't see what's questionable about introducing the best villain in the entire series, but okay.
No.
Oh,
All right,
God.
Aokiji is pretty fucking cool.
That's true. You know what? My bad. You're right. If he's your favorite, that's fair. Like I get it.
Type shit and things of that nature. King
Mhm.
Lao says, "Greeting from Germany to you all." Hello. That's awesome. Shouts out.
Oh,
That's really cool. Justice for my goat Sommers. Now hold on, Shaddy. Now wait a minute. no, you wait just
What kind
a
of
second.
justice are we talking here, buddy?
Now hold on. Like, genuine? Nah, man. This is like a plant, right? Like, no way someone's gonna like gas up the Celestial Dragons and be like, "Oh yeah, Sommers is my goat." Like, nah, there ain't no fucking way. Like,
yeah, you're not gonna gas up what's her name, big half hair mommy. What's her name? You're not gonna gas her up. I thought that would be like your saint in like your sister saint type shit. You know, I thought that'd be where you like want to go with that. Sommers is crazy.
oh, that's like being an Admiral fan. You're like, yeah, Green Bull's my goat. Fucking love him. Like, nah, man, you're fake. You're fake. You're not real. I don't believe you.
You're a fucking agent, bro. Yeah, no, listen, Shaddy. I'm just
A
trying
CIA
to protect
operative. I swear to God.
you. I'm just trying to keep you safe, Mafi. That's like, saying Sommers is your brother. That's like the ugly nigga calling you twin, bro. You can't let the ugly nigga call you twin, Mafi. You can't let him call you twin, Shotty. You can't do it. You can't do it. Do not let this ugly nigga call you twin, bro. Set your foot down. Be like, no, that is not my fucking guy right there. You can twin up with Mafi. Mafi's cool. Plus, she might have like Kizaru lasers. So like, that's cool. But don't let the ugly nigga call you twin. That goes for all y'all, chat. Don't let it happen. But with all that being said, we may as well just dive right into the actual chapters we have here on the podcast. First up is One New Pisua, chapter 1161. Fellas, how do you feel about no slaves being freed under GARP?
I want Chopper to be free from the claw machine game, from the color spread.
Dude, that spread is sick.
It's
I love
so
this spread.
fun.
This is one of my favorites in One Piece, man. I love this shit. I love it. I just even like all the characters. It's weird too, because again, I've been rereading it. Fucking Gaimon mention. What the hell?
Yeah,
Like,
the
what?
Gaimon mention right there.
Yeah, like, and it's not like, oh, it's a cute little side thing. No, he's like right in the middle of it practically. What the hell? That's awesome. Yeah. What did
Imagine
you say? Stream went
That's
down a
fine.
little bit again. Sorry.
That's why they're just kind of flying in the background there. Luffy didn't bother to pick them up. He wants the limited edition Chopper.
True. Very
That's
true.
very true. That's very true. Yeah, this shit is awesome. Fucking Zoro. Zoro being mad about winning the Mihawk plushie, but also leaning back on a Shirahoshi one. It's like, bro, calm down, man. You got a cute little plushie, man. You don't got to be.
You
mad
got the
about
biggest
Mihawk.
plush there.
Yeah. you got a cool plushie of Shirahoshi. You got to get mad at Mihawk, man. Damn. He's about to treat that shit like a voodoo doll, bro. He's about to put a hex on that thing. I know you. I love how concerned Robin is as well. she's very into it. She's very concerned. I love it. Very cute. I'm tired of this Yamato cover story. Can we move on? No, bro, you don't get it. When we get Yamato and I'll be honest, I don't even know what could come from this. You got it. I don't know.
I don't know what pack of misfits we can make from this.
I don't know, man. I skip past it every week. The only time I hear about it is when Tekking does his review, bro. I don't read it when I fucking read the chapters, bro.
Real.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, maybe something will happen. Maybe it won't. I don't know. If reading these chapters has taught me anything, always bet on nothing happening. I don't know, but I love the start of this chapter is ridiculous. You have a Marine who's just like, listen, bro, get on the fucking ship, man. Things are going so terribly right now. Please, we need to protect you. And the Celestial Dragon's like, no, I don't want to go. I want my toy. They promised me a Fortnite toy from a McDonald's kids meal.
They promised my McDonald's toy.
Yeah, I want my toy. And the poor Marine, he's just like, yes, okay, we'll get you the fucking toy, man. Just please just get on the ship. We just want to keep you safe. He's like, oh, no. You're not just going to get me the toy. You're going to get me much more. You're responsible for all of this. This is the worst slave genocide that we've ever had. I'm going to give you a 0 out of 5 on Yelp. It's like, oh my God, bro. Jesus Christ. These guys are insufferable, man. But
yeah,
hey, you know what? In the eyes of Garp, maybe they're not so bad. Because Garp loves the Celestial Dragon so much, he named his son after him. And
do you hear it? Do you hear it? The drums of oppression are here.
Dun dun cha cha dun dun cha cha dun dun cha cha. God damn, bro. That nigga, bro, seeing him walk out of the fire and he had the same face Luffy made when he unlocked Gear 5. I was like, yo, who is this dude, bro? Jesus Christ. But we'll get to that.
I told you, man. And he's got the Akane model Devil Fruit. It's the opposite of Nika.
But yes, you know, Celestial Dragon sympathizer Garp loved them so much he named his son after him. And speaking of his son, he's going through hell, bro. Oh my God. He's just like, man, I just gotta hold on just a bit. I can get out of here. I can secure the bag. Mafi, out of nowhere, booms this nigga in his back, straight through his shoulder. It's looking rough. It's looking really bad. Mafi, smoking fat doinks, picks up a kid and is just like, hey, I secured the kid. It's all good. Everything is wonderful. Everything is great. Somebody on the comms is, you know, just like, oh my God, thank you, Mafi. You saved my life. Oh my God, thank you so much. Garling would kill me, man. Jesus. I don't even know if Garp cares about his kids. I don't even know. Like, if Garp just found out, or not Garp, fucking Garling found out that, like, hey, your kids died on God Valley, would he, like, cry? I don't think so. I think he'd be like, damn, that's crazy. And then charge it to the game and then keep going. Like, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal.
I mean, I feel like at least he'd be annoyed. He's like, damn it, now I gotta go make some other ones.
There goes the investment. Shit.
Even that, I feel like it would just be like a, damn, bro, fuck. Ah, well. Because at the end of the day, right, like, he's probably thinking, like, damn, that sucks. But I'm about to have the most beautiful, sexy woman alive as my wife. Ooh, like, that's probably what he cares about. Fucking, the pirates showed up, and that was the one thing on his brain last chapter. He's like, oh, God, man, I can't focus on the game like this. How am I supposed to kill the oppressed under these conditions, man? Fuck. This shit pissed me off, man. Like, that was the thing that he was really upset about. So if someone told him, if the Marine, or maybe it's another one of the God's Knights, if they said, listen, bro, I'm sorry. I know you told me to keep watch over the kids, but stuff happened. They died. I feel like he'd just be like, well, all right, I guess. Like, I don't know if he'd really care. But, you know, I guess it's better to not find out the hard way. So somebody got Mafia on the payroll and was just like, please, please help me out. Mafia makes the save. Dragon, poor guy. He's just like, man, I just want to help. I just want to try to atone for even playing a minor role in this fucked up game. But Mafia is like, all right, well, I guess I'll kill this guy. And Dragon is saying, like, well, shit, man. I guess that's it. I played a role in this. I guess I just deserve to go, man. I guess I just deserve to die. All of a sudden, though, you know, trees, everything, Mafia included, just gets slashed down. And Lin and Whitebeard come running through. And I have said it before, but dude, I love Lin in this flashback. She's awesome. I love her. She's so fun, dude. I mean, skipping ahead a little bit, I'm scared it wasn't the same. I'm sad it wasn't the same translation. But when Garp tanks the attack and she just turns around and goes, "Fuck, man!" just runs away. Like,
fuck.
That was funny, man. Like, I love that shit. And then, even in this moment, she's just like, "Hey, Whitebeard, watch where you're swinging that thing. Come on." And he's like, "Man, I wasn't even doing anything for real." She's just like, "No, I almost got hurt. We can fucking fight about it right now, you loser." Like, I love her, man. It's great. I kind of wish she stayed like this, you know, like her running or like the Marines. Listen, we've run into some brave Marines, man. I don't know who's braver. The guy who stared down King Harold and his ship of giants and said, "Fuck you, die," or all these Marines looking at Big Mom, Whitebeard, Kaido, and Shakky and going, "Yeah, we can take him." Like,
yeah, I got this.
Man, I don't know who's more brave, but they all get put down with the swiftness, man. It's such a beautiful spread of all of these guys just going crazy. It's awesome.
Actually, I don't think those are even Marines. Looking at them now, they look like other pirate groups.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Rocks Pirates will take them down. It could just be a mix of them, too. Yeah, it looks like
it's probably a clusterfuck during this whole event right now. Like,
yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
It's
well,
very
if it is just
chaotic.
pirates, well, same thing. Just applied to
Yeah,
them.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, they get fucking washed. So it
Yeah.
really doesn't matter in the end.
They get fucking annihilated. And Mafi goes from, "Hey, everything's all great," to, "What the fuck is going on here, man? What is happening?" I don't know if she knew exactly who was touching down on the island, but she is like, "Dude, what is happening here? I don't get it." Then Dragon, arm hanging off the bone, bro. It's looking like brisket in Texas, bro. It's just fucking falling off. But he sees presumably baby Shanks, and Shanks has a bump on his head. Now, this has been the topic for a lot of conversation from what I've seen. I'm not on I'm not on Twitter as much anymore, but from like the YouTube comments that I see, a lot of people have been talking about this one and saying how like this could be, I think some people in chat even brought it up as well. Sorry. That this could be like a Goku situation where Goku obviously bumps his head and becomes a good person, you know, mainly forgets about all that evil Saiyan shit that he was sent there to do, you know, becomes the lovable dude that we know here. Maybe it's the same thing with Shanks. I don't,
like, that's a baby.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And
yeah.
it just kind of applies that, like, oh, you know, being evil is just in their blood this entire time. It's like,
yeah, if that's the case, that
that's just kind of boring.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lame.
Yeah. So I don't think that's the case, but if it is, I do think that is kind of lame.
If it's a reference, fine, but like as a plot point.
Yeah.
Well, it'll probably at least be something like, you know, he probably just forgets, like, I forgot where I'm from. It's like, fuck it, fine, whatever. Here, just sit in this treasure chest, and then Roger picks him up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that it is just like a bump on the head and, you know, that's all it is, because I think a big part of it is just the Celestial Dragons were raised with so much hate in their heart. I think you can still have this motherfucker is just evil. And they were kind of born this way. I think Doflamingo is an example of that, where his dad tried to show him, like, nah, man, life is actually pretty cool. And he says, shut up, bitch. Where are my slaves at? You know? So I think you can still have that. Maybe that mix still will be there, even if it is like a Goku situation where he bumps his head and he goes, oops, all the evil is out of me now. But I feel like having a child, having two identical brothers and having them both raised in completely different circumstances, I feel like that more so emphasizes I guess the ideas that One Piece is emphasizing, where, you know, you're raised with love, you have a lot of love within you. You know, if you're raised around hate, then, you know, shit just, it's really bad. How this cycle of negativity gets perpetuated and stuff like that. So, I guess, long story short to say, I don't know. It really depends on how it ends up being written, but I guess off first reaction, I would prefer if it isn't just, oops, I forgore all the evil out of me. So, there's that. And we move on. We move on. And in comes. All of a sudden, you hear from the forest. He goes, hold on. Are those slaves being freed under my watch? Are slaves not being oppressed right now? Did I catch you niggas having fun? He runs over there, jumps in the air, and says, yeah, I'm about to make a name for myself. Punches down on the ground, and oh boy, the slander that has come from this interaction, man. You have Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom all running away.
Well, Sailor, you gotta understand, Mr. Hockey Transcends All doesn't have his devil fruit yet, so like he can't do anything, you know?
Oh shit! Fake demon! Bro, the one that I have been seeing everywhere is it's the end of Marineford, where you see Whitebeard's back and is like, he never had a scar on his back because he never showed his back to his opponent. And people would like look at that and be like, no, this just means that he was so good at running away he never got hit.
I didn't even think of that. Holy shit.
That
bro,
nigga
Garp wasn't his
skedaddled.
opponent. He didn't agree to this fight. Like, come on.
Shit, bro. He fucking skedaddled out of there like a Looney Tunes character, bro. Golly, he ran out of there so fast he had to come back and grab his hat. Like, that's the shit that he was out of there, man. I love Kaido, where, you know, well, first off, I love Big Mom being like, listen, we cannot fight this guy right now. We're going to get stuck here fighting this dude forever. You know, it's Garp. It's going to be a really difficult fight. We're just here for the treasure. We're here for Shakky. We're not here to fight this fucking guy. Time is of the essence right now. We gotta go. And I love that because this is just whole cake. Like, Big Mom became that monster that she's essentially running away from in this moment. And I think that's really cool to like draw that, draw a little parallel between them. I like that. That's cool. But I also love Kaido's reaction where he's like, bro, come on. We're not going to throw a punch. Like, we're not going to do nothing. Like, dude, we're just running, man. Come on, man. But Big Mom hears that. She's like, all right. Fucking fine. You're right. We're not pussy. Let me turn around. Let me show him what for real quick. Let me show you how these devil fruits get down. Brings in Prometheus, Zeus, Heavenly Fire Blitz. Then she blasts this dude. This is, you know, we've been talking about Dragon Ball references. This is a fucking Dragon Ball beam just blasted right on Garp. And Garp, god damn, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's fire, man. It's fire.
Pretty fucking cool.
Through the flames, you hear them. Dun dun chuck chuck dun dun chuck chuck dun dun chuck chuck. You hear Dragon. Dad? What the hell? Out walks Garp like a demon from hell. And he says, you call this fire, Lin Lin? You couldn't even cook prime rib with this.
And like, I don't know who Rib was, but apparently in his prime, he was crazy. That seems to be the
Dude, and that motherfucker, hey, he had all the feats back in the day, type shit. Yeah, seeing that combined with Big Mom, like I mentioned, just being like, man, fuck, just running away, dude. Oh my God, listen. Garp D Oppressor, not looking good for you from a character perspective, bruv. You have the fucking the compare and contrast of Dragon being like, oh my God, I just want to save these children. I'm gonna die, but I deserve it. I deserve to be killed for this because I played even a minute role in this happening. This is just what should happen to me. I should be taken off this earth. Kill me. And you have Garp over here on the other side. Yahoo! Look at me. I'm the big man on campus, bro. He's pulling up as the baddest motherfucker on this island, man. You had the Rocks pirate all pull up. Oh, here's the Rocks crew. This is crazy. Then you have the Roger pirates pull up. Oh my God, this is crazy. Then you just have Garp pull up damn near solo. Hey guys, I'm here. And he looks like the craziest motherfucker at this point right now, man. The dichotomy of Dragon having the worst day of his life and Garp having the time of his life is crazy. All right. So like, listen, fucking Admiral LLC. Hey man, the agenda is going crazy. If you are a member of Admiral FC, you are going crazy right now because you have to think, listen, man, this might not even be the strongest Marine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's a certain Magma man out there. I don't know. The streets are saying that this generation is stronger. I don't know. The agenda might have to agenda, but you have that agenda now.
One of them had Whitebeard running. The other bullied an old man. I'm just saying, like, there's levels. There's levels.
You're not gonna talk about how he blew his shit smooth off? That counts for something, right?
Bro, like, dude was on life support.
But listen,
like,
right?
That isn't even like being old. That's dying.
Listen, right? Listen. Hey, man, listen. I'm just saying, you look at the story, Luffy's gonna be stronger than Roger by the end. Zoro's gonna be stronger than Mihawk. Hey man, if you are a part of Admiral FC, you have the agenda push.
Get that fucking Sabo victim out of my sight. Like, I'm not like not putting up with this. Nah.
Hey man. Hey, listen, look, Kobe surpassing Hey, look, you bring it up. That could be it too. But I'm just saying.
You're right. He might be a Kobe victim. My bad, bro.
Damn,
I didn't think this through. My bad.
Hey, man. I'm just saying. Admiral FC, if you like that, you should be celebrating this. You know what I'm saying? This is an agenda that you can push. But if you are in GARP FC, it's looking bad, bro. It's looking bad, bro. It's looking really bad for you, man. This dude he's not looking good. Shout out to Weary Exile for the donation saying, real talk, what is this one-sided obsession Garp has with Roger, as if Roger pirates, especially in that era, were the biggest world government problem. Okay. I mean, hey, after Rocks, actually,
that's
no.
his homie.
Yeah, I was about to say, it could just be a rival situation. Like, you could just be this person's rival. Like, it's kind of like how Smoker was with Luffy in the earlier part of the story, where he's like, no, I'm just capturing this guy. I'm gonna beat him up. Maybe, because at this point, I don't think Roger hit his prime. Like, he's not the crazy powerful pirate we know him as right now. Obviously, he's very strong, but like, people pointed out in this chapter, like, he doesn't have Conqueror's coding. Like, him and Whitebeard are, like, clashing regularly instead of what we see later where their swords just, like, don't touch. So maybe Garp, the hockey man of the story, was just like, yo, I don't know why y'all are gassing up Roger. This nigga's a fraud. He's a fraud. Maybe he was the original one to call out Roger. Listen, we had everybody else on social media. We got this Rocks Pirate flashback, and people were saying, hey, man, Roger might be a fraud. Hey, Garp isn't new to this. He's true to this. He was the first one at the party. He was like, he's a fraud. And I'm going to bring him in today to show y'all that he's fraudulent. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, you know? Maybe he was trying to see his aura card and see if it would decline or not type shit. I don't know. But, you know, Roger was actually the Usopp of the previous generation the whole time. Damn, bro. Damn. Usopp upscale? Question mark. Rox was definitely stronger than Roger by this point in time. I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, man. Maybe he's just like, this dude is a fraud. We'll leave whatever other stupid shit is going on with, you know, I guess the other admirals or whatever. So yeah, Garp, hey, like I said, if you are a fan of Garp in terms of power scaling, goddamn, bro, this nigga is walking around like he's top 1. Like, this dude is walking around fucking big dick swanging, man. This dude's crazy. But if you are a fan, oh, go ahead.
Well, you know, because he could be a good person, you know, he has the potential to be a good person, but the aura loss, you know, like, he just can't do it. He just can't. Like, that's a sacrifice he's not willing to make.
It's like the Kashimo panel, but that's how losers think. I could be a good person. I could free these slaves, but that's how losers think. Yeah. I'm very interested to see if Dragon and Garp have a talk after this. I really hope they do. Because again, Dragon looking up and seeing Garp and seeing him just be like, ahaha, I'm Himothy. And Dragon is like, bro, what the fuck, man? What is going on? Yeah. It's looking rough. God forbid, bro, if next chapter, oh no, bro, if next chapter you have Dragon run up to Garp and be like, Dad, listen, help me. You can help me get this baby out of here. And he's just like, son, have you seen Roger? Ooh. Ooh.
Get up. Start fighting. What's the matter?
Oh, shit. Dude. Oh, it's about to be bad, bro. Oh, shit. Yeah. Listen. It could get real bad, but we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. For now, the drums of oppression, they continue to beat. They continue to keep going. But that's only on this part of the island, because we cut to other parts of the island. First off, Captain John, people have brought it up before. Did that nigga have kids' fruit? Like, that dude's walking around with the same hand that kid
yeah, his
had.
hand.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. I hope that is the case. That's awesome. But anyway, right? We're going around. The Marines are trying to make sense out of this situation. They're just like, dude, we are getting sandwiched right now. It's looking bad, man. Trying to figure out what's going on. Everyone's trying to save Shakky. And then you have Somers. Somers pulls up and he's just like, oh my God, man. All right, let's try to just get some decorum going on in here. Listen, Shakky's over there. They go, yes, Shakky's over here. It's like, okay, listen, we're going to get her out of here, right? Like, this is the plan. We're moving her. And the guy's like, about that. Not going to lie to you, gang. Somers walks in, sees a pile of bodies just beaten. Yo. Nigga in the background got his ass hanging out, just got kicked through the wall.
He's through the wall.
Holy, bro. Somers looks over. He's like, Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. This is pathetic. And Somers, I don't know how he does it. Every single time we see him, he just becomes more and more despicable. I don't get it,
Yeah.
man.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
It's awesome, yeah.
He shows up and he's just like, oh my God, I gotta do everything around here. And he puts down his volume of Jujutsu Kaisen and he says, now Yasama, this is for you. Slaps Shakky. And he's like, man, shut your bitch ass up. Slaps her. Shakky, really cool. She like slumps over like she's about to fall, spins around and kicks him. It does damage. Probably fucked him up crazy style. He had this man screaming. God damn. You look at the fan, he's like, oh my God. Cracked his shoulder like crazy. But he's like, all right, yeah, I've had enough of this. Takes his like spiked sword bat thing and just bashes her leg in. Fucks her up crazy style. And he's like, yeah, listen, man. These pirates are here to steal you back. I'm not really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with that. And then if we keep you alive, Garling is just gonna win you anyway. And I'm not really fucking with that, man. Like, I can't make you my slave, and that shit's boring, bro. So I gotta do something for me. I gotta go into business for myself. So I think I'm just gonna kill you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We cut to everybody fighting. Everyone is trying to save Shakky. Everyone is frantically trying to get over to her. Sommers is just like, hey, man, everybody is all fucked up. But what about me? What about Sommers, man? What about how I'm feeling? You know what? That's cool. That's all right. We gonna show him. Because when I kill you and they go through all of this hard work just to get to your dead corpse, then everybody's gonna be fucked up. Except me. I'm gonna be feeling good. And I think that sounds good for me. It's about time I get my get back. So he goes over and he's taking his fucking time with it, man. He is making sure. He's going into detail about it. He's like, I could like just take this shit to your dome right now and end it all, but like, what about me? Like, everyone else gets to have fun here. The pirates are causing trouble. What about Sommers, man? How come I can't have fun? I think I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna beat you to death slowly. I'm gonna make sure you feel this. And then we see Rayleigh, and he's going band for band with aura farming moment in this chapter with Garp. Him pulling up and being like, I'll put the flowers on your grave to send you off. And he uses a spider lily steel. Like, that shit's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. I know he named that move specifically to use that line. There's no other reason why he'd name it that. He named it that move after a flower just so he could tell somebody that. And he waited for this moment. I'm talking Looney Tunes style, smacks this nigga through like 15 buildings. He goes flying. And Rayleigh sheaths his sword. He just looks over and he goes, I'm sorry, my queen. I'm here for you. And it's such a nice moment. She starts crying. She throws herself at him. Oh, Ray, son! Throws herself at him. They're crying together. It's such a beautiful moment. He's like, I'm sorry. I'll never let you go through this again. She's like, I'm so scared, Rayleigh. Why didn't you come sooner? You took too long. He's like, I know, but I'll never leave your side. Roger, hey, man, this is why you're the king of the pirates. Because he made sure. Everyone else is power scaling. Oh, well, Whitebeard ran away from Garp, but he fought Roger? Roger might be a fake demon, Garp top 1, but I understand. I've seen these lobs before. I've thrown these lobs before, Roger. He ran and looked for Whitebeard and swung at him. And Whitebeard's like, fuck, I can't fight this guy. This is going to take too long. And Roger just smiled and said, I know.
He looked over at his partner, did the Oikawa triple homo serve point, and said, "It's your time, partner." He runs over, fucking slices him away, and he gets his baddie. And they're just crying together, sobbing. "Oh my God, Ray-san, Shakky." They're crying together. But but Roger, he can't hold back. You know, he's happy for his mans, but at the same time, he's like, "Fucking okay, man, settle down. All right, fucking calm down. Let's not get too carried away now, please. I threw the lob, but you don't got to dunk it in front of me, man. Please. This still hurts. It still hurts me. I love Shakky. She's very beautiful to me. I can't have her. So please hold off on this for now." But at the end of the day, he was there for his friend. And that's why he's the king of the pirates, man. That's why he's the GOAT. I never doubted you, Roger. I never doubted you. Now, things have gotten kind of interesting because pretty quickly, we just got Shakky. So, like, Roger, for all intents and purposes, should just be like, "Okay, I'm out of here." And we see he's just like, "All right, we can grab some treasure on the way out of here, but let's go." We're all leaving. So I'm very interested to see what exactly is going to keep him here. I mean, obvious answer is Emu, right?
Yeah, I was about to say Emu.
Yeah, so
satanic shit to keep him on that island.
Fucking Super Satan comes down, yeah. But it was really, I guess, surprising to see, like, damn, all right, we accomplished that pretty quickly. Cool. Maybe we have the Rocks Pirates show up and they, you know, fight it out a little bit. But I'm assuming it's Emu who ends up stopping them. We still have to have the Gabon and Summers confrontation. So we'll definitely see that as well. But I'm really excited to see it, man. I'm really excited. Thankfully, we don't have a break. This chapter is awesome, dude. This chapter is
probably
really
I think you know, good bets to be made here is that so, like, Roger and Gabon are just there, which cool, because Summers is going to get back up, and that's probably when we're going to get Gabon fighting him, and then we're going to get, you know, Rayleigh's going to get Shakky out of there, and we're probably going to have a clash between him and Garling, and you know, because Garling's he's gonna want her. That's just what's up. That's just what's happening. And then Roger's gonna get his big fight, and we'll see what happens with Rocks and all that stuff. And, you know, people have been talking about how, we're not really seeing advanced conquerors here. This is probably going to be the fights where they unlock it.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, this is gonna be where they learn how to do it, and it's because there is genuinely no way they get out of here alive without it.
Yeah, and plus we get to see what exactly Studious Scopper was saying, where he was just like, "Hey, man, think about it." So we can actually see what he meant instead of him just being very vague and Loki being like, "Fuck, man, you put it in words I never could have, man. That's why they pay you the big bucks." So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to see a moment where they realize exactly how they can use their Conquerors hockey. So I'm looking forward to that. Hey, man, listen, I've been talking agendas. You know, agenda watching this chapter has been very fun, but one that I haven't seen very many people talk about. Hey, listen. Sanji LLC. Are we up? What's going on? You're like, what do you think the deal is? Because you have Summers pulling up on a lady and bullying her and belittling her and wanting to kill her. Hey, man, Sanji LLC. Do we think this is Sanji's fight? And does Sanji unlock conquerors in this fight? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, like, hey, if Gabon unlocks his shit here, hey, I'm just saying.
He is the Gabon of this new crew of you know, the Straw Hats. Like, you know, I could see that. I could see that being the fight. Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
So keep an eye on that. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind, type shit.
Well,
What's up?
I would like to my guess and or bet for the next chapter or so is probably rewinding a little bit to probably get Rox's point of view, because we didn't really get to see much of him in this chapter. It was kind of just everybody else. So we'll probably see what he's been doing in that time being and everything and stuff. Because he's obviously just looking for his wife and kid stuff.
Yeah, we got her name too, Eris. Shouts out. Cool. Man. Ever since this chapter has come out, I've just been thinking, like, if we do get a chapter of not Dragon, Rox going around looking for his family and fucking Garp pulls up like, what are you doing, Rox? No, bro. No. Oh my god. It's just like just like a crazy ass conversation. It's like, Garp, I'm looking for my family. Your family? They're here on God Valley? Wait a minute. That means they're slaves, aren't they? No!
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Hey, people will wonder why Garp hasn't gone after Rox. He hasn't had a reason to until now. They're slaves, aren't they? No. Shit. Oh my god, man. Zoro the minority hunter or Garp the oppressor? Who's more powerful, chat? Who's more bigoted? Who is it, man?
Well, you see, it's Garp, because Zoro, he will discriminate based on how you look, and even gain power from that. But Garp, he doesn't care what you look like. He only cares that you are in chains. The man has a broader definition, so he is able to discriminate against more people, making him the greater oppressor. I don't hear any drums when Zoro's fighting. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's very true.
I don't hear the symphony of slavery when he is cutting people up, you know?
Oh, no. Oh, shit, bro. Oh, my God, man. This is like Toto explaining to Mahito. A clap comes from the soul. Like, hatred comes from the soul. It doesn't matter what you look like. All that matters is the target on your back and the chains you wear. I don't care who you are. If you are a slave, you shall never see peace. Oh my god, bro. This man's ridiculous, man. Yeah. Listen, Agenda Piece has never been more active than it is right now, and that shit is hilarious, man. But great chapter, in all seriousness. Great chapter, One Piece. Absolutely fucking amazing. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we jump into our next one here?
No, great chapter. I love slandering Garp. It's so fun. It is so fun. There's no one does it like Garp does, honestly. He is so, because you can never talk shit on his power level. So, like, he seems immune to it at first, but then he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So it just works out.
A man's slander will never die.
His legacy will carry on.
Funny. Yeah. These things will never change. The Manmeyer Knight with the hat with stat padding on pure fodder. I'm dead. Listen, she's trying to play catch up, bro. Fucking, you got Garling out here who everyone is just like, they're putting their parlay on him. They're just like, yeah, he's absolutely going to win. Summers was willing to kill Shakky, the most beautiful woman on planet Earth, because he just knew. He's like, I'm losing. I'm cooked. It's over, bro. Like, I can't do shit here. The game wasn't even over. So, like, listen, man. She's just like, hey, looks both ways nervously. Bam, 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 bam. Don't mind if I do type shit, you know? Like, she's just there. She's in the background. She's in the background.
You found a way to win, and everyone still loses.
Fuck, that actually is perfect in this case.
Yeah. I think Garling might kill Rox's wife, and Rox might genuinely crash out. Hey, man, listen, if that shit happens, yikes, bro. Yikes. I mean, she is a mother in a one-piece flashback. She's fucking dead. It's over.
Yeah.
So, like, how she dies, hey, yeah, you're right. This could be crazy. There's also a theory that when Rox is about to die, we might get a similar "the One Piece is real" speech from him. Damn, Whitebeard running away and then stealing this nigga's swag. Damn.
Well, yeah, you can't be doing that to Whitebeard, man. Like, you can't be doing that.
Fake demon? Question mark? Nah, that would be cool. Zoro just dislikes minorities. Garp actively loves and enforces slavery. That's yeah, I guess that is the difference. Like, Zoro hates minorities. Garp loves to hate people who are trying to break away from slavery, bro. He loves this.
Zoro is an opportunist. You know, Garp takes action.
Oh my god.
He goes out and finds the oppressed. All right,
Yeah,
like,
man.
Zoro just waits for one to, like, challenge him to a fight. Like, it's different levels.
He waits for the door to open while Garp is knocking on every single fucking door ever.
Like, if anyone questions Zoro, he's like, well, you know, that was the fight, you know? Like, they tried to fight me. I'm doing it for the crew. Garp can't say that.
Garp
Like,
did not
he
say
can't
that,
do
bro.
that.
Yeah. Zoro lucked in to having his captain being fucking Nika and being like, oh, see, this is why he's the GOAT. Garp went out of his way. That motherfucker is in Disneyland, the happiest place on earth, and said, wait a minute. Nigga, are slaves being freed right now? Wait a goddamn minute. I can't do this.
Garp is such a loser.
God damn, bro. That nigga was taking a picture with Goofy and Donald as we speak and said, hold up. Wait a goddamn minute. I hate this shit, man. Get this off of me. Take these Mickey Mouse ears off of me. Get this out of here, man. I need to go. My people need me. Nah, man. That is crazy. The dick riding is crazy. Naming your son after slave masters, the dick riding is crazy, bro. Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. But yeah, that is all I got for One New Piece right now. So let us move on to our next chapter here. We have Chainsaw Man, chapter 215. Fellas, how we feeling about this one?
Okay, let's just get this out of the way now.
So it's war then.
Oh, Yoru really just pulled in on the very first page and aura farmed. We need to get that out of the way now.
Yeah. Call back to chapter 1 of part 2. But like, what is it, like chapter 98 technically? But yeah, call back to her first appearance. Where she's like, I'm gonna make you vomit up nuclear weapons. Now she's sitting on all the guts and shit again. Yeah. Yoru's just cool, man. Like, Yoru is just awesome, man. Yoru,
Yeah,
listen.
finally.
We cannot make her. We let the wrong person get famous. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say here. The second she got a cape, she fucking threw that shit in the wind. Yes, we see the fit Piccolo. She came back again in the story, immediately aura farmed. Like, we get it, man. We fucking get it. You got it. God damn. But yeah, I got errands to go run. I'll see y'all next week. Take care. Yeah, man. Yoru is just cool. Her pulling up and being like, listen, we got to settle the score, man. It's 1-1. If I win, then I take over the world. If you win, then fuck it. It's your life, gang. Do what you want to do. And of course, in typical Yoru fashion, being like, hey, do you agree to these terms? And Pochita doesn't say anything. She's like, it's fine. I don't need your consent.
Yeah, we know. We fucking know. Like, it's...
We got you.
Yeah, we know, man. God damn. Yeah, this... I'm very surprised we're just here already. Like,
Yeah.
final fight time. It's happening.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very surprised that we are just here. I am a little nervous. You know, I'm sure the fucking part 2 goons will pull up on me, even though I like this chapter. I think it's pretty good. I'm a little nervous that we've had these moments where I've been wanting Denji to get explored, and I've wanted time to kind of slow down and we focus on him a bit, and we've just decided to go, and now we're in the final fight, and it's like, all right, like, Denji feels kind of out of place. Like, when the chapter starts and it's just Yoru talking to Death. No, we are not calling her Little D. When she pulls up and she's talking to Death and Denji is just like there, it's like, oh man, this is weird. Obviously the attention shifts over to Denji and we talk from that, or we go from there, and that was good.
Yeah, I'm very curious what this next chapter is going to be like, because I hope it is mostly them talking.
Yes, and I am praying that this is the case. I'm hoping that this is not another situation where another character gets development and Denji is just kind of there. Because, you know, with Asa being like, oh, I'm going after that, obviously. Before, we had no idea what Asa was chasing after, and neither did she. That was a big part of her dream, where she was, you know, I'd run through the alley, and I try to avoid stepping on chickens, but eventually just gets to a point where I can't. I'm running towards darkness, everything goes black, and then I wake up. I don't know what happens after that. So now we know, or now she knows, at least, we're going to figure out next chapter what it is she's running towards. So, yeah. I'm hoping, well, first off, I'm very excited. I love more Asa and Yura stuff.
Hell yeah.
But I'm interested to see if this is just going to be Denji just kind of standing there, or if this is going to be them having an actual conversation with each other. I hope it does happen, but at the same time, I will be a little upset because I wanted this to happen back in Aging Devil, and there was no reason why it couldn't have, at least currently. Obviously, I don't know, next chapter happens and, you know, something comes about, and maybe they couldn't talk about it then, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. But
we'll see.
We will definitely see. Yeah. We will definitely see.
As for the actual fight, I'm hyped, you know? I mean, I feel
like it's gonna be good. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be dope. I love this first like spread we get where they're just both got their hits in on each other.
Yeah. Fucking Yoru's head like rolling, but she's smiling like crazy. Like, that shit's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. He's really good at framing these panels, like how the chainsaws are separated, like specifically separating where she got cut. It's drawn in a way that just so clearly shows what happens.
Yeah, man. He's always been really good at doing that shit. It's really
I like how you can see her fist like mid punch, and it's only like then you see that she got those hits in after all. It's very cool looking.
Yeah, man. That shit's awesome, bro.
It's really
crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yoru's just cool, man. Like, I don't know, like, she's just really cool. You know, at least in these moments. There are moments where she's not, but, you know, give Yoru some power and she'll
she
fucking
got the cape,
farm
so
like crazy.
she's cool now.
Exactly, yeah. She pulls up and she's just like, hey, man, listen. Your powers are kind of unfair, Def. So we got you little niggas, and we will kill them if you try to fight me. So this is an interesting development to keep an eye on in the background. I'm not sure how this is going to develop for Death. I'm not sure how Famine is going to get involved either, but like, I guess
shit.
She's going to sit there and look shocked. Yeah, it feels like Death has just, at least for now, been written out of things, which is good. because I do want this to just be about Denji and Asa and Yoru. So
Yes.
I am excited for that, but I was kind of surprised by it. But yeah, shit still looks cool, man. Good chapter. This is a good chapter.
Yeah, it'd be cool if for next chapter we got like a mix of both, where it's like it's actually cutting in and out of like what's happening in with Chainsaw Man and Yoru, and then with as Asa and Denji. Yeah, that could be a cool way of showing that.
Because it's like we have Asa and Denji talking, and Yoru and Pochita fighting. There's like a lot of good potential contrast there of like this sort of battle where they just can't come to any kind of terms, and these two just very broken people who can maybe come to some kind of connection or agreement or anything, really.
Yes.
We'll see.
I am hoping, praying that this is the moment where Denji gets to fucking just let it all out there and just actually talk to somebody. Please.
You know, that actually, now that I think about it more, or we're talking about like the transitions and the contrast, it actually could be a cool way of resolving this. Is like, because everyone right now is focusing on Yoru and Chainsaw Man. Like, hell, everyone was hinging everything on Chainsaw Man, on Pochita, to be the one to handle all the problems that's happening right now. But then what if it was like, hey, what if instead it was actually Denji himself to actually resolved all this? It's like, I know that given what we've seen so far, or that may not exactly be the case, but it'd be cool if we got like a similar case where it's like it's part 1. And again, where it's like, hey, we had to fight with Makima. Because Makima only had eyes on Chainsaw Man and on Pochita. That's all she could see. So it's like, hey, that's why Denji was able to sneak her like that in the end.
Yeah,
and because
well, it's a different relationship this time, though. So I mean, it's probably I can see something similar happen, but the context will have to be very different, of course.
Well, yeah. Will, but you get what I'm going for.
Yeah. No, I see what's up.
Would love if Denji is actually the one who, like, it's Denji and Asa who, like, managed to save the day. I would love that, because that would require them, like, actually talking. And that's what I've wanted for, like, half a year now. So, like...
And I would, I think it'd be cool if in the end they get to share the hero role a bit.
I love that.
Also be the... To basically both take the stage as their own separate protagonists, because I feel like a lot of the story has been about their respective lack of agency. So them being able to take a stand together and basically solve this problem as two people with these crazy forces fighting around them would be very satisfying. And, Fujimoto has shown that he can be very clever about solutions like that. I mean, everything with how Denji beat Makima is, that's genius. Like, the way he ended that was genius. So
genuinely amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Like, he knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Yes,
we'll see.
I'm so fucking, like, please, man. If it's Asa and Denji and they save the world together, oh my god, that could be so fucking peak. That could be so fucking good, dude. Please. Please, bro. Oh my god, please. That shit could be so good. It's looking like, okay, so chat is... So do you... I guess question to you guys, chat and all, also... Do you really think that this is the final fight? Because there are some people in chat who are saying no. But I'm also seeing in chat that people have said that 3 different events in the finale have been like the end. But I haven't so far.
I haven't felt like the end was coming before. Like
I haven't personally.
There hasn't been any point in part 2 where I thought, oh, we're ending things. Like, at least not in the same way that it feels like this is. And I think people kind of gotta remember that when... Like, part 1 had a very abrupt ending. Not, like, abrupt, but, like, when the final stuff started, it started. It had this very somber chapter of Denji sort of, dealing with the loss of Aki. He goes to Makima, and they have that whole chapter together. And then suddenly, Kishibe and his squad shows up and tries to kill Makima, and it is non-stop from that point on. So while this might not be the final confrontation, I do get similar vibes that this is like the beginning of the end. And
The final
it
stretch,
will
yeah.
this is very much the final stretch. I get very similar vibes from it as I do that. So like, yeah, this might not be the final like fight, but we're there, guys. Like it really feels like we're there. And if we're not there, then
And if anything, like, who the fuck is gonna stop Yoru right now? Like, he kind of has to do something now.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, a big thing is like where we are at right now is the point of part 2. This whole confrontation between War and Chainsaw Man has been like the culmination, and they have right now reached their absolute peaks. Like there's no way Yoru is getting any stronger than she is right now. All of the main pieces are here with the other horsemen. We have everything with what these different characters have been trying to achieve with making Chainsaw Man into the weapon they want. I mean, that's already reached its culmination with Death's machinations, with Yoshida's plans and his purpose. Like all of these factors that were set up very early on have just recently really come into play and are hitting their climax right now. So if we're not in the final stretch, it's like, why have it all come to this?
Always bet on nothing happening.
Fell for it to get award.
Oh my
fair,
god.
That's fair. That's fair, actually. See, that's how you guys present an argument, chat. Like, come on.
Have you ever thought about the Fell For It Again awards that are lining your walls and how you might be able to add another one? Yeah. I do think, that this is setting up for the final stretch. Very similar to how the last battle started, like you mentioned, Zenith, with Makima and all that stuff. It's just very interesting to see that we're just here already. It makes sense, but like, damn. I thought we'd have to do more of a gauntlet run to get to Yoru. Who knows? Maybe we take this back to like, I don't know how. Like, this fight could be anything. We still have to.
I mean, the scale is
out.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, like, we could still run into like the Blood Devil, the reincarnated one now. Like, we still gotta figure out what's up with that. I guess the new Control Devil, if there is one. I don't know. Like, there's so much shit that can happen in this altercation, and I feel like it is just kind of hitting its climax here. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens.
100%.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be very good, and I will be seated for it. But of course, people still think I hate part 2. So So, just because I'm not in a fucking cult and there's, nuance to my take, I guess I hate part 2. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we did someone in the chat mentioning the Fire Devil, and like, they might be relevant again. I kind of forgot. I won't lie, I was not thinking about them for this chapter.
Gonna lie, but I don't think so.
Damn, that would be mad. Oh, that was cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think so. I think the most that we could get from the Fire Devil is like, again, it's Denji sitting down with his emotions and actually processing everything and talking about like the aftermath of that experience where he found out like, damn, I'm actually a really bad person. But even then, as someone brought up, like, hey, Fujimoto doesn't really do like, he doesn't always write happy endings. So it might be a case where it just never happens and we never really focus on that. I don't know, but in terms of like,
I'd say his only like really sad ending would be Look Back.
Look Back. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Not Fire Punch? Is Fire Punch his happy?
Fire Punch is a very happy ending. Like, it's depressing, but it's a happy ending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, they're happy.
I thought it was. I mean, I just find it as just a fucking trippy ending because, like, I felt like I was tripping balls that whole final chapter.
I was asleep, so I didn't read it.
You got to read more crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, you got to read more peak. Like
they like finally get to die, and that's a happy ending for these guys.
Yeah.
in Fire Punch.
Let's go.
Genuinely
Let's
best
go.
ending they could have gotten, because my god, they were not having it.
Yeah, it was not very great. Yeah, so we will see, honestly. I'm hoping for, I guess, a somewhat happy ending. I'm not expecting all problems to be fixed, but I'm expecting some to be addressed. So that's all
Yeah.
I want. Personally, I'm leaning towards more they're just done. Yeah, I think Fire Devil is like out of here. Once I saw
That's fair.
that Fire Devil got introduced and it's like, oh, this is gonna be a big moment, and then it was just like nothing. It's like, all right. That kind of made me a little down on it. Again, story's still going, so I could get proven wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong, but like, I don't know.
Fujimoto has proven to be an efficient enough writer to like
Yeah.
to not have a character serve only, like, not have such a major figure serve this like one plot purpose. Like, I don't know. It doesn't.
Yes.
It would be a little anticlimactic if they were just done there.
Yeah, but also what is like scaring me is that Fujimoto has used like way more subtext in part 2 than in part 1, which is just kind of how things, like, I guess how things would advance, because I mean, we see with his one shots before Chainsaw Man part 2 came out, where it was all about his experience with Chainsaw Man or just being a mangaka in general, and just like how that's been for him. And so there's been a lot more, I guess, leaning into subtext for part 2. And I feel like at times the subtext can be more, I guess the subtext can be more of a focus instead of like the actual like stuff that is happening in the story. Obviously, I don't know Fujimoto. I'm just saying how I feel. Like, the one moment where, I bring it up all the time, but like, Yoshida pulls up to talk to Denji, and like the subtext you can pull from this scene, like the final supper that they have together, is that, oh wow, Yoshida and Denji are like more alike than we could have ever thought, where both of them were like brought up to be a weapon and they had roles to play and stuff like that. So they were more alike than we ever believed, and that's interesting and that's cool. But also it's like, okay, why is this talk even happening right now? Because Denji hates this fucking guy. Or like, you have other instances like where he's mentioning like, oh, remember when you turned into Chainsaw Man? And it's like, cool. Subtext is like, these guys are, they had fun moments together. They're more alike than we thought. But like, what the fuck do you mean he just did that? Like, that's weird to just bring up. There are other moments that I can get into. I'm making a video script on this, if you couldn't tell. But I that's the part that makes me, I guess, nervous when it comes to how things are being handled in part 2, because there are times where it works out really fucking well. Like, it works out very good. I mean, case in point, America. Like, Fujimoto is not being subtle at all. Like, it's just everything that he's written about America in part 2 is just like, that motherfucker spitting, clock it. But like, there are other moments where it's like, Denji being like the girls in grub thing. Like, as long as I have girls in grub, I'm good. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. You could pull something from this, but also, like, the subtext could be like, oh, Denji doesn't have a proper support system, so he can't grow. That's fine. But at the same time, Asa and him, like, they weren't even allowed to really talk to each other. Like, they weren't even allowed to have a conversation with each other. Asa couldn't even try to be a support system for Denji. And I'm not expecting her to fucking Jedi mind trick divine feminine this nigga into being like, wow, all of my problems are gone. Like, that's not what I'm expecting. But like, a step in the right direction could happen if they talk to each other, but it just doesn't really happen. Or like, I could just rant about this all day. Again, I'm writing a script, but yeah, that's what makes me kind of nervous. There are times where it really works and times where it really doesn't, and I think that's where the I guess the standoff on part 2's writing comes from, at least from my perspective. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyone think we'll get a second fake Chainsaw Man character introduced? Just curious, because I know that's a theory I've seen people have after we go to the last arc, and Fake Saw Man's character made no sense. I don't think so.
I mean, no, Fake Saw Man's character made sense. It's just, I feel like it kind of hit its conclusion.
It just got, it kind of got cut short pretty quickly.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be another Fake Saw Man. Again, a lot hinges on Denji's thoughts, like, upcoming here, and, like, us actually figuring out how he feels, because Denji has just been coping for a lot of part 2 so far. So I'm hoping we do get an actual moment with his feelings, but yeah, I don't think we're getting another Fake Saw Man. Another video of Sailor hating on a popular series. That's what part 2 people would say. Taishi. Hey, man. You know, that's just, dude, I've seen, the one random time I logged onto Twitter, somebody, they posted a Reze movie review, and they were just like, hey, you know, my love for Chainsaw Man has kind of been, like, feeling kind of murky as of late because of part 2, but I really got my love back with this movie, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it was such a good film, and I really love part 1, and it does such a great job at X, Y, and Z. This is just such an amazing film. Bro, the fucking part 2 goon squad pulled up on this nigga deep, bro. Oh my god, man. They pulled up, they were just like, how come you just don't drop the manga if you don't like part 2? Because, you know, god, people like to say that people don't know why they don't like part 2, but, like, they also don't know how to really bring up why they like it either. They just go, drop it if you don't like it. They do that, or they're just like, nah, man, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There's no reason that you can even critique part 2. And, you know, other just random shit that, like,
you can't handle this kind of subject matter, and it's something Fujimoto made a gag out of.
Yeah, right, motherfuckers being like, you're not taking Denji's problem seriously enough. The chapter after we read Denji jerking it to panties for 8 panels, like, all right, man, like, come on, dude.
And it's played like kind of sad at the end, but it's a joke for most of those chapters. Like, it is played as a bit, and that has been my issue with Denji's character arc overall. Like, there's so many times when it can be taken seriously, and he just doesn't.
He decides to write a joke. Yeah, I feel like that's what makes this writing go from, like, meh, whatever, to, like, borderline insulting, at least to me. Because it's just like, how do you have a chapter where Denji cries and tells us that we need to take his problem seriously, and then you don't take them seriously? Like, bro, come on. Like, I want to take his problem seriously. Like, let's fucking lock in, bro. I'm here for it. Let's do it. Let's talk about all of the fucking nuance and all of the depth that can come from this. I don't want to hear niggas on Twitter just use these terms as buzzwords, bro. Like, let's just get into it, man. Let's actually talk about this shit. But, hey, so far, it hasn't happened. Like I said, I'm hoping that it happens in these upcoming chapters, but yeah, I was just surprised. It was literally the most mild, like, it wasn't even a critique. It was just like, yeah, I like part 1 more than part 2. And motherfuckers were like, you're a dumb bitch. Like,
they jumped in, like, the 6 paths.
Dead ass, bro. I was like, word? It's like that, dog? Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, man. I will never stop slandering part 2 Denji until this shit is over. Hey, man, a man's hatred will never die. Yeah. It's a really nuanced and, like, it's I guess a lot deeper than it is, but you know how niggas on the internet are. It's not that deep. But we'll also talk about how deep their series is to gas it up. Niggas are stupid. But anyway, I think it's like I've been doing this, you know, I've been thinking about this while I'm stocking fucking mac and cheese at my job. So, like, I've been thinking, like, I think this conversation of like, oh, Chainsaw Man, no, you just don't get it. I think it is like why people are going so hard for it is because Chainsaw Man in part 2, in my opinion, is not like blatantly terrible. Like, it's not like the final arc of JJK where obviously there were good spots in it, but there were spots in it that were just blatantly dookie butt ass, or just AOT's finale, again, dookie butt ass. Chainsaw Man part 2 story, like, it's cohesive, and you can, again, look at subtext and you can analyze things, but people don't think about the rest of the story. They just go like, well, it makes sense and I can analyze it, therefore it's good. And like, that's kind of where the conversation stops. It's not about enjoying the story or it's not about how, like, because for some people that is just how they enjoy the story, and that's fine. But like, it's not about the rest of the story and like how it's being told. It's just like, well, no, you're just dumb because you want the entire plot explained to you, because a lot of people are super pretentious, especially when it comes to Chainsaw Man. I mean, if you weren't around in part 1, there was a time period where people were discussing about how Chainsaw Man is not a shonen in a weekly Shonen Jump magazine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah,
Because
that was
niggas are
silly.
so ashamed of liking a kid series that they're just like, no, my story is actually way smarter than yours.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
for
seinen.
adults.
Yeah. So like it's a lot of shit that goes into it. Whether it be people for some reason feeling ashamed for liking a story that is targeted at like teenagers, but can also be admired by adults and like everybody, you know, like every other story in Weekly Shonen Jump, but you know, I don't get it. But you know, whether it be people feeling like that or people just being pretentious about it and being like, nah, my series is way deeper than yours, or just because Chainsaw Man Part 2 is palatable and it makes sense and it's cohesive. A lot of people, I just don't think they see like what people are talking about when they say like, nah, this writing isn't as great as it used to be, or like as it could be. So I think there's a lot of shit that can go into this conversation, but you know, that's just the internet. It's not gonna happen.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I love part 2 in general, but God, I hate everything Denji is in, because it doesn't matter because Denji doesn't care. Yeah, that's another thing, man. It's just like, man, it's not fun to follow a protagonist who's just like, fuck it.
I just straight up think that Fujimoto just stopped caring about Denji.
I agree.
Like, I
Hard agree.
legitimately think that by the end of part 1, he was like, I am done with this character. And then, of course, with part 2, you could probably, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but probably a bit of evidence there that he probably didn't want to write part 2 to begin with. It's like, well, I don't want to fucking write Denji again. His story is done. Brings in new we see it in part 2 constantly, where there's that meta commentary of like, well, we want Chainsaw Man. There's literally a character that is constantly saying, well, we want Chainsaw Man, man. Like,
There's a whole
I
cult,
want
bro.
that. I want to see that. And so he's like, fuck it, fine. Here's Denji. Denji, here he fucking is. So he just does the extreme bare minimum for him. He just kind of just puts him there and he's like, okay, well, I don't know. What do people like about Denji? I don't know. He's like kind of dumb, horny. Yeah, we'll just keep it there.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
one of those things where, like, literally, I think just about almost every scene with Denji in like the first section of part 2 is a meta commentary on Chainsaw Man as a whole. Like,
Yeah.
he was very interested in exploring the concept of what it meant to write Chainsaw Man, while also having this other idea for this new character he wants to write. And as it goes on, it's difficult, of course, because it's like we're not in his head. We can
Yeah.
ascribe all kinds of motivation to him, and all we can really do on this podcast here is just do our best to be fair, give our opinions, say what we like and dislike, and I think we've I think we have fulfilled that purpose well most weeks.
Yeah.
It's all we can do at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. I will go way more in depth with this in my actual script, but
Yeah.
And I guess, sorry, part 2 Goon Squad, it always comes back to this, even for weeks that I like Chainsaw Man. But like I just think it's such an I just think it's such an interesting conversation to have. Like I can't have this conversation fucking anywhere else, because the second I try to, people are like, "You're a dumb bitch," and it's like, all right, man.
Have you ever considered that you're stupid?
Yeah.
Checkmate, liberal.
Yeah. So like I just think this is such an interesting conversation to have in terms of part 2 and like how it's been had, and like putting into words why, like putting into more words of why I feel the way I do about it. I just have fun discussing stuff like this. So that's just how I feel. But anyway, let's move on to our next series here. Let's talk about something that I fucking loved again. Sure.
Yep. There are parts of the artwork that are rough.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're killing man.
I think it does need to be just, said real quick. The man's been busy lately. He's been doing several art pieces. I mean, this chapter had a colored page that looks really good. He recently released the new volume cover. It looks really good. And he does not take that many breaks. So man was just extremely busy. And I think one thing that this chapter really exemplifies is how good Hokuzono is. And this is a skill that you have to learn. But he is really good at knowing what to prioritize, because that doesn't come with artistic skill. That doesn't come with practicing art. That doesn't come with just any aspect of just being good at paneling and stuff. This is knowing the business, knowing the game, being able to prioritize what is most important to the project you're working on. And as far as the panels that are sketchy, they are all panels where the detail was not the important part.
It's just close-up of people talking.
Close-ups of people's faces. They're smaller panels. But then or like, for example, there's on page 12 where it's Yura holding them. He gets the important shapes. I think what we're seeing is really interesting for this chapter, because we're seeing a lot of the sketches that Hokuzono makes before doing the final line work.
Right.
And his understanding of shapes, like just the general shapes of the characters, is really good. Especially for characters with such baggy clothes, again, going back to page 12 where Yura's holding them. Genuinely, it's kind of impressive. I mean, oh my god, fucking pages 15 to 16 to 17. Crazy paneling. Yeah. Oh my god. He put the work in where it mattered. And I just wanted to get that conversation out of the way real quick. Like, he had very limited time, clearly, and he made the absolute most of it. And frankly, it is cool seeing the process in real time for him. Seeing what these panels look like before they're fully completed. It's cool.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, you put that better than I ever could. That's a great way of putting it. Yeah. Shout out to Wet Napkin for the 5, saying, I can't wait for them to interrogate Kasen about who the secret traitors are, and he names a third of the Kamunabi staff. True.
Oh
God.
This chapter is so interesting, because we do have the motivation for Kasen, right?
Yeah.
And why he is a traitor. And it makes sense. It does just make sense why he's doing this. It's an understandable conclusion. I mean, we just live in a world right now. The world we live in has a relative level of peace. Obviously not for, you know what I mean? Relative being the operative word there. Mm-hmm. That is assured by mutually assured destruction via nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
And literally every superpower on Earth would love to be the only guys with it.
Yep.
Would love to just have the monopoly on the most powerful weapon on the planet, so that they can instill their own form of order on the rest of the world. And that is essentially what Kasen wants. He wants it in the context of the governmental order of one country that has been fractured by multiple powers across the country. And this goes into the themes of, what role does the government have in people's lives? How best can it leverage its power, and how should it leverage its power? What kinds of power should it have to begin with? It really goes into a lot of those questions. And I think the most interesting part about this is Yura. Because we don't know what he wants still. This is how he's clearly convinced Kasen to be on his side. But he says whatever he needs to win. I mean, we've seen how he manipulated Samura.
Yeah, he's just like, you want your daughter to live, right?
He might genuinely not give a fuck about, the malediction and all that stuff, and all the stuff that the sword bearers did. He might not care at all. He might care a whole lot. What matters in that moment is he said what he needed to manipulate Samura. And from what we're seeing, he said what he needed to say to manipulate Kasen. So he is still a bit shrouded in mystery, and I am very curious what his... Just glad he is not a puppet of the Sword Saint.
You can go on Twitter and everyone's just cheering, just like, oh my god, so many shitty theories are dead, let's go.
I hated that theory for so long, but it's I had nothing to prove prove it wasn't the case.
Surprisingly, I didn't see that one. Of course, the one that I saw left and right was just what if Azami's in on it? Well, we got a giant big fuck you punch that says otherwise.
That's my guy.
Dude, he's so fucking cool.
That's the executioner right there. Yes, sir, bro. Dude, that's just having Kasen go through this entire dialogue and be like, listen, man, we are fucked up right now. We are all broken up. We've only just recently come into play 18 or so years ago. We can't rule with this approach, man. We don't have any lineage. We don't have any legacy or prestige. Nobody respects us. So what we need is a big bomb, and we're going to make everybody respect us. And that's how we're going to establish order. And that is, first off, was not expecting this to be the play for Kasen. I was totally expecting it to just be like, nigga, I'm evil. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
We just go from there.
I'm evil, nigga.
Yeah. I genuinely thought that was just it. I was like, oh damn, that's crazy. But having him,
evil.
Yeah, he's just evil. But having him, and he is still evil, but it's in a different sense of him being listen, I want to restore order. I want everyone to be brought together, and I'm going to do this through the weapons. And it's an interesting perspective to have with this. Of course, the government would view this as a necessary evil to have, but I was just not expecting this to be the case for Kasen at all. And he goes through this whole rant, and he's like, man, nobody respects us, man. I'm tired of this shit. We can't do nothing, man. Fuck. I just want us to have this power, and we could all be brought together. And even though Ichi is like, listen, man, what about malediction? That sword can drive you crazy. And literally, we say this as a joke all the time, but deadass Kasen's response was like, have you ever thought I'm just built different? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought no? Have you ever thought we're good, man? But he's like, man, listen, I have been feeling this way for a long time now. This is not something that I've just been feeling recently. I've been considering this. I have been doing this.
I've just been I've had this in my heart. And Ichiki being like, oh, you're conspiring with thugs while professing lofty ideals? Let's not act like you didn't buy the fucking Shinichi at the auction, buddy. Let's not act like you told Hiyuki to be like, no, we cannot free the slaves. I read the latest chapter of One Piece, and GARP the Oppressor says we cannot free them. We are buying the Shinichi regularly. Don't act like we don't see.
I think it's interesting, though, because this does kind of present some legitimacy to Kasen's claim.
Yes.
He's basically saying that, like, they couldn't have done anything about it without risking a lot of stuff. And, like, the Rakuzai Ichi is the big example we're given of the, you know, these different families having too much power.
Yes.
And, you know, it's worth noting, they were saved by an enchanted blade.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, the enchanted blade was causing destruction, but they were also saved by it. So yeah, hey man, do not let this nigga find out that N10 can break these swords too. Because if he knows that, he's like, well, damn, we got like double security, man. We got insurance. Hey, insurance covers this shit, man. We're good. But yeah. Just the fact that he was just like, hey, listen, the Rakuzaichi, the fact that that even happened, bro. The fact that the Rakuzaichi, even if it was barely, even if, you know, they still got together, whatever, the fact that the police knew that this shit was happening and they ignored it because they didn't want to get killed. The fact that these families knew about us and they still just had this in broad daylight. Like this wasn't in like some underground storehouse or anything like that. This was just on Main
A kid
Street.
was literally able to like walk in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like what? These niggas are handing out like pamphlets. You can RSVP. I got one in the mail, Ichiki. Okay, like
The government is allowed to show up and buy stuff.
yes, like
Government
oh,
officials are allowed to just come because
that
they
shit's
know they
crazy.
can't do anything about it.
Exactly. Like the fact that this is even possible. What are we doing? Like what is going on here? And that it goes back with Hiyuki's claims where she was just like, dude, we gotta stop this. Like why are we not doing anything about this? And each kid's like, come on, well, you know, it'll cause problems, we'll lose people. And it's like, man, fuck, dude, like what about the people who are in trouble now? We should be stopping this. So I agree wholeheartedly. It actually adds credence to what Kasen is saying. And I wasn't expecting that. That's really interesting. Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, so have we met anyone from these major families yet? Like, have we had a character?
The Sazanami.
Akane? Yeah,
just
the
Sazanami.
Sazanamis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main one
Yeah.
that we've seen so far.
But I'm sure. I really hope we do meet more of these families. Honestly, this first page really sets up the series to be longer than previously thought. Like,
Yeah, was not expecting that.
like that really expands just the scope of the world a little bit, which is cool. I want to know what
Yeah.
other crazy like family sorceries there are. Like, he can do some really cool stuff with that, and like the whole family sorcery stuff really ties into just the themes of lineage in the story. There's a lot of fun stuff he can do with this, like thematically.
There's 14 of them in total. Like, that's a
Holy
fair
shit.
bit.
Yeah, I forgot there was 14.
Yeah, and I
Damn.
doubt we'll see all of them, or at least
Yeah.
I really doubt we'll get an arc centered on each of them. Like that would be
Oh, hell
insane.
no.
But like, there's some cool stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if we've just already seen characters and sorceries like from some of these families in any of like the random characters we've seen. Like it's possible. It's very possible.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, one of them, it could be Azami, man. Because Azami, again, after this big ass speech, he's like, yeah, cool speech, nerd. Check this shit out. Wham! Knocks him out, sends him flying. And he's just like, all right, you interrogate him. I'm going to go handle business. They shut down my arena. This is bullshit. I'm opening it up again. I'm going to open it up right here. So Azami goes off and he is going to take on Johnny Hishaku, Yura.
Oh,
I
I'm
am
so excited.
Fucking
Dude.
amped.
I'm so fucking excited for this shit, bro. We get to actually see his sorcery in play. I'm so fucking hyped. Especially because you had Ichika, QQ on the brain, Ichiki, who was, he was just like, hey, man, they're saying you're the strongest. Is that what they saying? Hey, man. And, you know, Azami's like, no, I could never be stronger than you, master. No way. But in this chapter, he's like, nah, I was just trolling. That nigga's stronger. For sure.
Nah, you got that shit, bro.
Yeah. Like, that's cool, man. I like that. So I'm so excited to actually see what he's getting into, and him saying, like, don't worry, Rokuhira, you can rest in peace. Oh my god, he's planning a legendary get back, bruv. He's planning a legendary get back. I am ready for this shit, man. Oh my god, I love this story.
It's crazy of like these small snippets we get for Azami to like constantly tell us that like he's strong. But I think a way that I thought about it earlier today is that it's fucking wild that Hokuto, the guy who, you know, enjoys fighting, who had no problem being part of like the greatest assassination of mankind basically up to that point, and at the exact same time fought a Cloud Gouger user. He is part of a team that collectively say, people we don't want to fight, Shiba and Azami. Keep them out of like the way by all means. Yeah. And when he did try to fight against him, he's like 13 miles away getting fucking ice cream. He does not want to fight him face to face.
I better keep my ass over here with Gram or I'm finished.
That is Azami with the speakers. I better keep my ass at home.
Shout out to Nomad saying Azami R1 in triangle.
I saw the same thing.
R1 in triangle. Taishi. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, buddy.
Oh. He's gonna hit that nigga with like the 80 combo Batman Arkham punches, bro. It's gonna be crazy, dude. Oh my god. Hey man, Luke, damn, I'm late. Listen, bro, you don't show up when we expect, but you're always on time. You know what I'm saying? That's how we always get down on the podcast type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that people didn't get the memo yet, but it's okay. I get the memo. We're locked in. Watch Hokuto bring back his puppet and using it like a mimic tier in Elden Ring just to fight Azami. Hey, bro, that would be sick, but he also might just be like, Nigerunda yo, Smokey, and fucking Joestar technique run out of there, bro. You never know. You never know. But that would be sick in all seriousness. I would love that.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Remind me again real quick. Because we we've seen the Shinichi be wielded before by Kyoto.
Yes.
Did he still have like his storehouse powers when he wielded it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he
I
did.
think
where
so,
they fought.
right? Because it wasn't like, because what I'm trying to get to is like what it's capable of, what the Shinichi is capable of is so interesting because it breaks all of the previously thought of like limits.
Oh fuck, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Oh shit.
Because you can't use your own sorcery when you have a contract, but you can use the Shinichi without making a contract. Which means, and you know, I want to just put this out there. Yura is one of the best sorcerers in the series. Like, not even just in terms of fighting strength, because he's strong. I mean, he was strong like before he was doing any of that stuff. So, oh my god, yeah, you're Shaddy's saying Kyoto uses the Shinichi to power up his sorcery too. And we have seen Yura use like the teleportation, the fire teleportation, and the wood sorcery. And he has the Shinichi powers. Like, and he was, you know, part of I think it's implied that he was one of the people who was working on breaking the seal on the Shinichi. I don't think it's directly stated, but I do think it's implied he was one of the people doing it. Yeah. Like, and that was said to take like a really long time, which
10 years, and they did it in
heavily,
3, if I remember.
That's what it was. Yeah. Oh my god. The exact numbers were escaping me, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, he is consistently shown to just be one of the best sorcerers in the series. And he still has his sorcery and Shinichi power. Like, this man is a genuine menace, and I think it's so funny that it took this much for like, Hokuzono to be like, yeah, I can have Azami fight him now.
It's true, yeah. That's what I'm
Azami
saying.
upscale, yes sir. Hey, help me, Sword Saint. This is base Azami we're up against.
This is angry Azami we're up against. Please.
Please give me your power, bro. Hey, man. That's what the fuck
I'm just saying, Hokuzono had to make an excuse for why Shiba isn't a part of this arc.
That too.
The agenda's agendaing.
I'm always going to be on the Shiba agenda, fellas. Like, I'm never letting that go.
Oh,
Like,
I would too, yeah.
Hey, fair. Shiba's just the coolest, dude. He's sick. That motherfucker's gonna come
He's
back
so
and he's gonna
shit.
aura farm. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's awesome.
I'm also so excited to see what Azami's like sorcery is, because we've seen it twice where he like has this little like spark between his fingers, like I don't know if it's like electricity or maybe some kind of like fiery spark or just energy, but like he's always doing this thing with his finger and his thumb, like, and I want to know what it is. I want to know what he does. I want to see him beat some ass.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we've been teased for his sorcery for a minute since like.
Oh yeah,
the
I mean he's been there
early
since
chapter.
like,
He's
the
in the
first
first arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shows up
Yeah.
in like chapter 3, I think.
That's what
or
I'm
something
saying, like
that.
chapter 4 or 3. Yeah, so like
Yeah, he's very early. And he did the same thing then too.
exactly. Yeah, he was, bro. He was beating up street thugs, bro.
And he
my
didn't
God.
use his sorcery though. It just kind of showed him do that, but then
Yeah.
it's like he didn't even use his sorcery. So it's like, oh, I'm so curious. There's so much
Yeah,
hype
man.
in this fight. Like these are just two characters that have had such good build up for their strength. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like Kagurabachi is so good at making strength feel nuanced. I think.
Oh yeah.
Of like where you can have two characters that are just have similar levels of hype behind them, but have no idea how the fight's gonna go because of just the nuances and how strength is treated and how matchups are treated. Especially since like martial arts is such a core part of the fights in general, where it isn't just abilities at all. So we'll see. I'm excited. I'm hyped.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Great ass chapter. No bad chapters. Still, they tried
bad
to
chapters.
hold us down.
5 away from 100 chapters, not a single one being bad.
Not a single bad one, man. They tried to hold back my demon horizontal by making him work on everything. But guess what, bitch? We prevail! We prevail! The cream always rises to the top, to quote the macho man. And hey, guess what? We gonna get some rest. We gonna come back and it's gonna be even more peak, man. We back here, man. That's that shit. Yura thinking he can kill the Sword Saint when he can barely handle the power is crazy. Sword Saint might cut him in half with a toothpick. Hey, man. Nah,
Hey,
man.
bro don't have a sword, so like let's
Hey, man. Hey, listen. Yura, he's gonna control that shit, bro. It's gonna be peak, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. How awesome would it be if Chihiro came back in chapter 100? That just might be the case.
Well, because here's the thing, like, well, honestly, I think it's gonna show up sooner. Because literally, the end of the last chapter, it
was
showed
them
like
teleporting there? Yeah.
exactly. So, like, what we're, everything like the conversation we're seeing, short conversation ends in a punch. What we're seeing here, they assess the situation for a little bit, and then Yura uses a single move. Like, not much time has actually physically passed in this chapter. So, like, there's still, like, it makes sense that he hasn't shown up quite yet. Like, he's on his way, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, you never know. Azami sorcerer finger and thumb tape of an L on your forehead.
Shape no on your forehead.
Tight
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, hey, man. That's that real shit right there.
I'm just wondering,
Good.
like, what kind of matchups we can expect. Because, like, obviously, how do I put it? Yes, he has this. Yura has this.
Yeah.
But he is about to be so outnumbered. And we also have the
Hey, that's where that empowered teleportation comes in handy right here now.
And I think
About to get
it's
jumped.
worth saying that the Sword Saint has his own plans because he felt what happened. He's like, it's time, and stands up. And we have not like checked back on that.
Yeah.
So I think this is really interesting because we technically have 3 factions right now. And I have no idea how it's going to go. The only thing I am confident on is some horrible shit's going to happen, and then Shiba will show up and be like, fuck, not again.
I'm late again.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be a moment where I don't know, fucking Uruha, he gets like cut in twain, and then we just hear Suzaku, and then that's how the chapter ends or some shit. And then he saves his life this time instead of fucking him up crazy style, type shit. But yeah, great chapter, man, as always. And God, I love Kagurabachi. I think it's highly likely the Sword Saint kills Samura. Nah, when Chihiro solos him, stay on that side. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't.
Damn.
I don't know. Samura could eat shit crazy style here. Yeah, you're absolutely
it's interesting
right.
because they can't kill him. They can't kill the Sword Saint. It's too dangerous to kill him, but also it's getting too dangerous to keep him alive. So
yeah, that's what makes it so. Like
Someone's
that's the crazy part, really, about what Kasen was saying. He was just like, "Hey, man, listen. If we gotta kill the Sword Saint, go ahead." I totally forgot. Like, oh wait, that just like kills everyone else. Like, I forgot about
like
that.
4 or 5 people.
Yeah, I was like, damn, man. Yeah, no, he's coming for it all. Holy shit. And yeah, Yura, same thing. He's just like, hey, I'm coming to kill the Sword Master. It's just how it needs to be. So I am very nervous to see how this plays out. But hey, yeah, if Samura dies, maybe Uruha gets Tobi Mune type shit. I don't know. I don't really know, but I'm just throwing shit out there. This is a great chapter.
I do wonder because we have.
Let's see.
Let
us see.
Because Samura's death. Okay.
Oh yeah, almost forgot. We have Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo Chapter 4. Fellas, how you feeling about this one?
Can you hear us?
I really like Maru. Like, I don't know why.
What the hell?
I don't think he can hear us.
Wait,
awesome.
What's going on here?
I can hear you just fine.
Are they muted?
No.
I'm not talking
Sailor.
about you, Silver.
Oh.
What is happening?
Hey,
right
Sailor,
now?
can you hear us now?
Chat, can you hear me? What is happening right now? What is going on?
Oh my
Did we
god.
cut out?
Hold on. Let me try.
Wait,
to-
can chat hear us?
edit
Hey,
something
chat,
out.
let us know if
Hold
you
on.
can hear us.
Hold on, chat room. We're fine. They can probably hear me because I hear my.
Yes, we can.
Or I see my.
We can.
The audio
We can
just-
hear
Oh
everyone.
god.
Let me. Hold on,
But
chat.
he just
Let me
can't
mute
hear
for
us.
1 second, and let me figure this out behind the scenes. I'll be right back.
Oh,
You can hear everyone?
Alright. Yeah.
What? Then why can't I hear them? What the hell? What?
I mean, we
Hold
can tell
on,
you
wait,
exactly
no,
why
this
you
isn't
can't hear
fair.
everyone.
What? Everything cut off for me. Oh, okay.
Output
Hold on.
probably
Let
fucked
me.
up.
Hold on. I gotta. All right. Zena messaged me behind the scenes and said, "We can hear you, old man." Not too much on me now. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I didn't press anything.
Oh, that
Hold
room
on.
placing
Give me
silence.
We're
one
two different
second.
worlds. What do we do?
One second.
We are having difficulties. I didn't know were technical.
I knew one day this would happen.
Okay. All right.
Can you hear us now?
I hear you. Yeah.
Dude, it was so funny because you were like talking about like, all right, moving on, and I'm like, so the interesting thing about this, Samura down, you're like,
Oh.
all right, next chapter.
No,
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
such a bitch, honestly.
No, I'm sorry. What were you saying about that? We can chop that out. That
Okay.
was so weird.
Genuinely, yeah. I thought you were being like such an asshole to me right
No. No, from my perspective, I was just like, oh, okay, no one's talking, but that's fine. But I was in the middle of being like, oh yeah, let's transition into Modulo. And then I asked, like, how's everyone feeling about it? Nothing. And then I realized, because I have the music in the background for the audience as well, I didn't hear the music. So I was like, wait, what? Like, what is happening? So my first thought is like, okay, stream went down. But then I was like, wait, that wouldn't turn off my music playing locally on my laptop. What is happening right now? So I don't know what went on, but I was out there, man. I was fucked up crazy time. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was wondering if Samura does die. I was wondering if maybe Iori would take Tobimuna.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because I think that has a lot of potential to really fit with the themes of this arc overall regarding her character and her choice on joining this life or going back to school. And, you know, in the end, she did choose to see her father and reconcile with him. And I wonder if that will sort of ricochet and throw her into this life harder than she even meant to. And, you know, what her choices going forward will be from that. I think it could be interesting, for sure.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I like that. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that the first time.
Don't worry, we all know this is what old age does to you, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sailor, the accident wasn't your fault. You have to let us go. Not too much on me now. Yeah, we'll keep that part in. That's funny. I really want Hokuto to get it, not gonna lie. Hey man, he's just gonna have to hold that, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can just be the fun sword guy, but hey man, if Samura's dying, we gotta hand that off to somebody else. We gotta, I don't know who we hand it off to, actually. I don't fucking know. I'd say Natsuki, but I like his powers too much. I think his lightning is sick. So I kind of want him to keep it. And plus he has the 2 swords? Nah, man, that's kind of fire. I like that shit, man.
I mean, Chihido got 2 swords, you know, he's chilling with it.
That's true. That's very true. But yeah, we will definitely have to see. Is there anything else you guys would like to mention before we move on? Like, actually, this time,
or you
now that I can hear you?
me? No, I'm good, yeah.
All right, cool. Now, looks left, looks right. Let's actually move on. Let's actually move on to JJK Modulo Chapter 4. Let me erase this former timestamp that I had. Fellas, how you feeling about this one?
So 2 things for me.
I love this chapter.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was good.
First, I really do like Maru. Oh, he's just adorable.
He's fun.
So, like, that little bit with him just watering the frog was nice. That was cute. Good. And then second...
sorry, go on.
Go.
Yeah. No, I know you had a list and I ignored it. Go on.
No, then I was just gonna say, like, the fucking ending, man, sucker punched me.
Well, I'm loving this because this is what I wanted more of from, like, JJK proper.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to see them just go on more missions and do stuff. And the thing with JJK, I think one of my main issues with JJK is it was so focused on its own, like, main plot. It made very little deviation to, like, sort of just build things up naturally, which was to its benefit. I mean, in many ways that was to its benefit because it did make every arc feel very significant. Even stuff like the sister school event, you know, felt like it really mattered because it was a part of this larger plot. But there is, you know, it did get to a point where once you hit later in the series, and the only thing that is doable is the main plot, and all of the stakes are so high, and people are realizing now, hold on, we didn't actually get a lot of time with a lot of these characters to really get to know them. You know, I really liked the chapter, where it was just them hanging out, and we meet like Yuji's, old schoolmate, like, and people realized they wanted more of that. And we're seeing that here. We're getting them going on missions, interacting, seeing just what it's like being a Jujutsu sorcerer outside of all these major world-changing events. Because there are major world-changing events going on with these aliens showing up, but it's not the main portion of, they're still doing their job as normal. And it's interesting. I like seeing just how they operate. It's also cool seeing how they operate after the events of the main series. There's no like solo missions. Everything's like a group effort now, and that's really interesting. So yeah, I like this a lot.
True.
It brings me back to the Origins of Obedience arc. So the twin brothers arc.
Ketchizu and Esso.
Yeah, because the arc starts off pretty similar, where it's just like, oh hey, mysterious shit is happening near this bridge, and figure it out. And it's not just immediate, all right, let's just go punch and slice things in half or whatever. No, they actually do take the time to try and figure out, okay, what's the problem? What's the cause? How do we fix it? And it does take like at least a chapter or two for them to come up with their theories, do their conclusion, all that stuff. And I really like those chapters, actually. And this entire chapter gives me the same feeling, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think for me, I've been having to, I guess, differentiate or I guess set aside my expectations versus what's actually happening. Because when I first read this chapter, I was just like, it's fine. Like, I didn't really have too much to talk about it, and even now it's not like I'm gonna go super in depth with it like I did with like the other 3 chapters we talked about. But I think my feeling of that is just from me being like, oh, this is the sequel story to Jujutsu Kaisen, and my expectations from that and just what JJK has been. And I think you guys make a really great point of how this is so far a different story. This is much more slow pace, whereas JJK is obviously very go, go, go. So I guess trying to differentiate between the two of them and just kind of take this for what it is. Like, yeah, sure, even if I think this chapter is just okay, I think this is a good chapter overall. Like, I think this is a good thing to have these moments with the characters just kind of being characters. Like this, you guys mentioned it, like this is what I also wanted in JJK, and now that I'm getting it, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense actually. So like, I'm starting to consider this, like I'm starting to like this chapter more just talking about it now.
I think this is stuff that's really gonna, like when it does get into the important stuff, like the really major stuff, these are the kind of chapters we'll kind of like look back on like rather fondly, like because this is something that has kind of disappeared more from modern shonen, as series are incentivized to hit the big stuff faster. I mean, like,
yeah,
I absolutely adore Kagurabachi, but it doesn't have that much downtime, and it gets away with it by cleverly mixing in its downtime with the major stuff. Like when Chihiro wakes up and he just sees everyone playing video games around him, like that's naturally implemented instead of taking a whole chapter, like do stuff like that. But back in the day, you didn't have to do that. You could just take your time and build up your characters and show them in these different, less important conflicts. I mean, it used to be a lot more common to do stuff like that. I think a big example, that like the best example I can think of, would be Full Metal Alchemist, because you get to the Brotherhood anime and it skips all of that shit. It goes right into it.
Yeah.
But if you read the manga, there's a ton of stuff where it's just them being state alchemists and like going around Amestris and solving these problems while they're trying to find stuff out about the Philosopher's Stone. Like, and you wouldn't know that unless you'd watched the original 2003 anime or read the manga.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a shame because honestly, there's some fun stories in there. Like there is just some really fun stuff in there that I like. So I I'm not expecting this to be the norm forever. I don't think we're gonna just have a bunch of chapters where it's them going on these missions, but I'm going to appreciate it for what it is while we've got it.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. It is just nice to have these moments like with the characters. And I guess just the other thing that I guess is I don't know about getting to me, but I'm excited to see going forward. I think that's the best way of putting it, because I am excited to like really like these characters. Is that I'm not really all too crazy about them just yet, but I think this is coming from, again, JJK, where I love chapter 1 of JJK and like going forward from there and like the characters that we get from it. Like I think around like chapter 5 we get introduced to Nobara, and I'm like, damn, I love Nobara just like off first impression. And I haven't really got that with any of these guys just yet. The closest I really have is Yuka, just because she's funny. Like when she's yelling at Tsurugi, she's like, "You son of a bitch, where are you?" And he's like, "Oh, stop yelling at me." Like, I think that's funny. Maru obviously is very cool as well. Tsurugi is just there. But I have to remind myself that we're only 4 chapters in so far, and so much can happen, and so much can change to make me really love and appreciate these characters. So I'm excited to just stay locked in and see where this goes, even with chapters like this where like it may not be the craziest thing in the world, but I don't know, like I'm excited to see how this plays out, because this is, again, something that I've wanted. So I hope it turns out really well.
I do think that actually is kind of a fair criticism you have there, for a lot of reasons. Because while I am enjoying this, I would say I'm not really enjoying it for our protagonists. I just kind of like, I'm enjoying it from the perspective of someone who read JJK and wanted to see just the smaller world of sorcerers and just that stuff going on.
Right.
But like, I will say, I don't love these protagonists. I think, you know what I think it is actually? I think their goal, while interesting, is kind of vague enough that it doesn't really reverberate through smaller incidents like this. Like, I think a lot of the most successful shonen did a really good job of establishing the protagonist very quickly and making it so everything they did felt like it mattered to their goal. Like with just looking at the big 3, we have Naruto, right? He had this chip on his shoulder, really felt the need to prove himself. So everything he does feels like it gets him closer to his goal of being Hokage because of his sheer determination, how strong a personality he has. Not to mention a first chapter that kicks you right in the fucking gut. You have One Piece where it establishes, Luffy's motivation so well, and just really sets him apart with how it just an action speak louder than words kind of protagonist that really is so uniquely carefree. It's refreshing at the time. And then you Bleach, where he's a very reluctant hero, but he's thrown into this world where he just is struggling to protect the people around him. Like, and so everything that happens to him feels like it's related to that goal. Like, it does a really good job of setting up these protagonists and making it so everything they do feels like it matters, even going through these smaller incidents that don't necessarily matter to the larger plot. And I feel like that's not really happening here, where we get this whole first chapter where they feel like they need to be stronger so that they can sort of overcome the expectations of the family around them. But if we look at these chapters, like these 2 cases that they're on, that's kind of been like a thing in their first thing where they're dealing with this like human trafficker, but that didn't really matter in the context of the previous case they just had with the shark guy. And that hasn't really been brought up in this chapter at all. So it doesn't. So while they have this pretty notable, this strong motivation that is going to keep them going throughout the story, it doesn't feel like it matters that much to what's happening right now. So it doesn't feel like their personalities show through that much either. It kind of makes them just a weaker aspect of this story so far, I think.
I agree. Yeah, and like it can add up in the end where it's like, hey, you've done so well of like protecting Maru and making sure everything is good. They can coexist with us, and like that can be the big thing at the end. But in the moment to moment, it doesn't feel as, I guess, personal, because it's not like as personal for the characters that are involved in this moment here. Obviously, again, things can change. It's only chapter 4, but yeah, I think that's a really good way of explaining why these characters aren't, I guess, I don't want to say as likable, because that would mean that
they
I
just
dislike
feel weaker.
them. Yeah, they just feel weaker. That's a great way of explaining it.
They don't pop as much.
Yeah. Which I'm really hoping that changes, especially again after a story like JJK, where like I think that is one of Jujutsu Kaisen's biggest strengths, is just making characters like actually like making like really big deals for characters, and making them as I guess feel as important as possible. So I'm hoping that changes when it comes to Yuka and Tsurugi and Maru. Although Maru, I mean, like, obviously he's important because he's kind of like the VIP at this moment because we have to protect him. But still, I just hope it kind of turns up for them. But I have faith that it will. It's just a wait and see, I guess. That's about it for me, though. I don't have too much to say. Creepy end scene at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
like
really...
I said, that
was pretty.
I like how we got faked out, honestly, because I believed it. You know, he had me. He had me there. I won't lie.
The first half, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's like you really thought it was gonna be like similar to the last chapter, where it's like, okay, so this kid has a bit of an understanding. He doesn't quite understand his power. Here's we're gonna help him. It's gonna be like this sweet tender thing, and then it cuts to literally in the entire graveyard full of body is they dug up over at the other house, and it's like, shit, you caught me already. All right, well, I'll die.
Did anyone else get any
Yeah.
strong weapons vibes from this chapter? That's what I got.
I can, you know what? I
totally
can kind
see
of
that.
see it. I
Yeah.
can see it. Yeah,
I
Just
can
like,
totally see that. Yeah.
like
Shout out to
especially
weapons.
early in the chapter where it's just like the panel of the teacher.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
creep the fuck out. Like I can see the vibe you're going for. Great movie, by the way. Watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out weapons. If you haven't seen it, people, watch it. It's really
Yeah,
good
it's
movie.
pretty good. I
That
like
shit
that.
creeped the hell out of me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, this is a good chapter. I feel like everything I have to say about it is more just the broader analysis. I don't have a lot to say about this one specifically, but I did enjoy it. It was fun.
Type shit. People were saying the person might be an old Culling Games player. I don't know. I don't even care, honestly.
Bro, I don't care.
Sure,
about
what the hell?
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, what the hell, for real.
Yeah, sure. What the hell, for real. Yeah. If it is, then that's cool. But if not, I don't care, man. I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you lost me the moment you said Culling Games.
They want to be as strong as Yuta and Maki, and it's like, okay, that's it. Yeah, I feel that. I'm hoping more meat gets added to them, but I think that's everything I really have to say about this chapter. Is there anything else you guys want to mention before we move on?
Nope. I already
No.
brought up Mario watering the frog, so I'm pretty much covered there.
All right, so we go from that to talking about, I guess, probably the most divisive chapter on the pod.
Yeah.
Dandadan Chapter 210. How are we feeling about this one?
Fucking
It's-
amnesia arc. God fucking
Yeah.
damn it.
By divisive, by the way, chat, I just meant unanimous. I think this shit sucked. I'm
Okay,
gonna be
'cause-
honest.
Okay,
I-
yeah. Because here's the thing I wanted to say is like, I knew there was gonna be a fucking catch after, or the way the last chapter ended. It's like, okay, so it was looking like Momo's not gonna make it in time. It looks like she's gonna disappear. Then these guys randomly come down on and they end up saving her and they break the curse. Or so then I'm thinking like, okay, so what's the catch? Because there's got to be a catch. And out of all the ways you could have done it, it has to be a fucking amnesia arc. God damn it.
Yeah.
Taco isn't here, but when he for whatever reason, of course, when he asked me about the chapter, I just laughed, of course, like I did earlier, but his thoughts were pretty much, what's the fucking point? Just to extend the series? Like, that's basically what he said.
Yeah.
Just like, why do that? Why basically just put us back at like 0, if not
literally
just 1?
the start. Yeah.
Literally
literally
chapter
0.
1.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
why?
And,
aliens aren't real.
I have to wonder what the larger point is, of course. I will be honest, because one thing that makes stuff like this really annoying is it isn't just plot progression that feels reversed. It is character progression. All of these relationships that we've had built up have sort of been just put back. Like,
Yep. Like,
because
what?
I love her dynamic with everyone. Like everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. We could
And
have
I
had a really
love
fun
these
time.
dynamics. Like,
Yeah. We could have had a really fun time and a really cute scene of Okarun finally confessing, and like they're like together, and that could be the dynamic going forward, and that's it. Like, the story would not have to change that much. I don't need to see fucking Momo and Okarun every chapter. Oh my god, my boyfriend, oh my girlfriend. Like, I don't fucking need that, man. It could have been the exact same thing. The story would not have to change, man. But
Bro realized his main couple confessed to each other and he has a romance manga. This shit's either gotta end or one of them's gotta forget.
yeah, like, bro, oh my god, man. This shit is so ridiculous.
Because, like, here's the thing. I think, it is unfair to jump into the worst possible scenario. Because there is a chance that some very heartwarming stuff happens from this. Like maybe she and Okarun talk and it's really sad, but then they just hit it off, Like, maybe they just actually really, able to get around this. But even then, that doesn't solve the problem with it. Like, the best case scenario that I can imagine is still annoying to read, because we're gonna have to go through all this stuff like aliens aren't real, oh my god, I don't like you, and all this shit. Like, oh my god, fucking Gigi, like, what the hell? Like,
I have to read another love triangle
like,
has hit the Dandadan manga.
not even just love triangle shit, but just in general. Like, she, because she has grown so much as a person. And I don't want to see that all gone. Best case scenario is this doesn't last very long. But even then, if the best case scenario is, man, I hope this shit is over soon, it's not good. Like,
yeah, that should not be one of the first things someone says.
Anyway, I'm trying my best to be optimistic, but it all just leads me back to, man, I don't like this. And that sucks.
Yeah.
There's like, there's thousands of different spirits, curses, demons, mole people, and aliens. There better be one thing within that world that could fix this shit fast. Because if not, it ain't going down well in any way imaginable.
It's just like, why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you have this? Like, because I look at moments and I go back to arguably my favorite moment in Dandadan, where we're in the storybook and Okarun says, Momo, I like you. And she's like, what? Like, and it's really cutesy and they're both super nervous. And she's like, just tell me later. Tell me when we get out of here. And then that gets prolonged. And then we finally have this moment, and I'm just like, oh my god, I cannot wait for this. I'm so fucking excited. Like,
literal like a year has gone by. I'm just like, I'm so hyped for this one moment. And to have it just be like, fuck it. It's just like, why? Like, again, the story would not have to change that much. There wouldn't really have to be much of a difference in how they interact at all. Like, we still could have had the same story and it still could have been really fun and like cool and heartwarming. But now we have to just build back up everything with Momo. Because again, this doesn't just affect Momo. Now it's just like, well, here's Gigi. And Gigi's going to be like, well, shit, now I have a chance with Momo again. Now we have to build up everything.
Genuinely, this has the chance to just, like, if any character responds to this poorly, like, it just has the potential to make them suck forever.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, dude. I'm sorry, I just interrupted. Like, you brought that up,
you're
like,
fine.
oh my god, that would actually make him one of the scummiest people in this series.
You're fine. Ira is going to be like, oh, well, she doesn't like him anymore. Now I can move in again. And then, you know,
god.
other people, this is going to affect
The
other
glue is
characters.
gone. It's gonna fall apart,
The glue
dude.
that
She's
has held
literally
everyone
gone.
together. Yeah. Zuma, like, he could move in as well. I don't think he will, but, like, there could be a situation where he's just like, oh, she's really cute. I never noticed how cute she is before. And just how it goes from there, and, like, oh my god, bro. I'm not trying to read this shit, dog. Like, come on.
The annoying thing about all this is, like, best case scenario is annoying. And worst case scenario is catastrophic. Like, there's no good scenario.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah, it's like
Fucking amnesia arc.
Yep. It could be bad. And it could be a moment where it shows off Gigi is a stand-up dude. Where he's like, no, you should get with Okunin. And that would be cool. But, like, I already know Gigi's a stand-up dude. So, like, you didn't need to write a fucking amnesia arc for this.
Tell me, you know?
Yeah. Like, you didn't need to fucking write a dumbass amnesia plot line and set us back a million years. And now we gotta build this shit back up again. Like, I'm tired, boss. Like, I just
you saw that evil eye was cool. Now you need to see, you know, his other counterpart is cool. And it's like, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, oh god, man. It's just, I just read this chapter and I was like, man, why? Like, what was the point? Like, are we just allergic to having a relationship progress? Like, what is the deal with this, man? Like, are we turning this into Spy Family? But even then, they got some progression recently. What about me? God damn. I'm tired, boss. I don't want to deal with this shit, man. I'm hoping that this is good, but first reaction, fuck,
not great,
man. Yeah,
everyone's reaction was basically, this is so fucking lame from most of us here.
Lame, yeah. It's just like, man, why? Like, there's no reason to do this shit, man. Come on, dude. Come on. We just got out of think about this. On a weekly read, fellas, we were just in hell. We had to deal with the fucking mole people and just how dumb that shit was. And just like, oh, this is just annoying and boring. And now we get out of that. It's like, oh, these chapters are so cool. I love this. Thank God we're back with our main squad. This is great. I'm so happy to get away from the mole people. Then they come back. They're on the moon. It's like, oh my God, they could come back again. But whatever. It's okay. We have our main group right now. It's good. And then they're like, nope, bitch, amnesia plot line. Boom. Fucking hit me over the head with a pillowcase full of rocks. Why, man? Like, what the... I hope it's good. That's all I can say. That's all I can say now. I hope it's good, but I get the feeling that it won't be. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say before we, I guess, move on to our rapid fires? You want to talk about how this plot line sucks some more?
No,
I
vented
think
enough.
I've gotten it out of my system.
All I'll say is, like, that shit was definitely like calculated for them to pick Momo to get amnesia. Because with
Yeah.
any other character, besides obviously like maybe Okarun as well, any other character, it would be like, this is a minor setback, but we could fix this. But again, as I said, like, she is literally the glue to everybody fucking here.
Not
You
to
get rid
mention-
of that, and it's like, we're fucked.
Yeah, we could get hard fucking nerfed by this because does Momo even remember her powers? Does she remember how to use them?
Probably not.
He definitely does not.
Yeah, so we just got another nerf going into the final,
This
or not the
is
final
the
battle, but
greatest assassination ever. Holy shit, he targeted
oh
this.
my god. Took our strongest fighter and said, nah, fuck you, man. I guess if, you know, they go for her and they're like, we're here to capture your power. And she's like, what are you talking about? I guess. But, you know, Momo's pretty cool.
Bro.
I would have just preferred her beat the fuck out of those dudes. Like, I
Right.
don't know.
This is the manga equivalent of the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand spiraling into World War One. Like it's only downhill from here.
Oh no. Oh shit, man. It's just the more I think about it, it's like we're just spiraling, man. It's over. It's daiji over. Ryan asked, any Gachi Kuta fans here after chapter 150?
Yes. Wait, hold on.
I'm anime only.
Wait, let me. I might not have seen the latest chapter. Let me.
150.
check.
Yeah, 150.
I'm not. I don't remember if I read this last chapter. Oh, I completely missed this. Don't tell me anything. I didn't see that come out. Don't say
Holy
anything,
crap, I
goddamn
can't
thing.
believe he like gotcha and then like he cooted all over
And then
the place.
he cooted? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'm holding the line. Peak is coming with Dandadan. Hey, Makio. I hope so. I hope so, man. I hope so.
Well,
You know, like none of us want it to be bad, you know? Like
Hey, man. Makio, if you're wrong, we got crowbars and wrenches for you, buddy. Okay? You lied to me. You can't lie to me on the internet. How dare you? What the hell? Why would you do that? I thought we were friends. We got crowbars and hammers for you, as a matter of fact. But, anyway. I'll take the beating? No! Don't say that! No!
That's more self-respect, man.
But yeah, I do hope this is good for Dandadan. But with all that being said, let's move on to our rapid fires. I kind of got to pee, so let's try to wrap this up.
all right.
So I guess the first
Okay.
one that I will mention is Akane Banashi. That shit was
I
good.
fucking knew it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
That shit was good, bruv. I was not expecting this to be the vision that we were going for, especially like not only the vision, but like there's something beyond this as well. Like, oh shit. This is kind of cool. I like this, man. Yeah, really good chapter, especially art-wise, like the zoom in of the guy like seeing everything like through his pupil, like damn.
It's
that's
so cool. Yeah.
That's really sick, man. I fuck with that a lot. So shouts out to that. Good chapter. That's really all I have to say about Akane Banashi. I'm loving this performance so far.
Mhm.
And I feel like I should also mention Ichi the Witch too, because holy shit, there's
of
some good
course.
interesting shit.
True.
Yeah, no, it's not. I like this arc. I think this arc for Ichi is really interesting in how it's been built up so far. Because the whole point of this arc is, as you know, unbeknownst to the characters involved, is it's to see if Ichi is capable in the coming conflict. And that what's her name again? The magic that does the
Yes.
prophecy stuff?
Something with Jessie.
I
I forget
not
her name. God, it's
You're
something
better
with
at
a
names
J.
than me, man.
God, no, hold on, wait. I can do this. I have the technology. It's just God, I can't remember the name. I can't remember, bro. I can't remember. Let me try to find this shit, man. They mention it in a chapter. I think it's like last chapter. Where is she? No, they don't mention it. Do they mention the last chapter? The prophecy. something with a J. I don't know. Someone in chat probably meant no, they did not. Okay.
Someone tell us, please.
It's definitely I where are you? I know you're somewhere there. Where are you? Jiki Shirone. I knew it. I found
no
it.
fucking
Jiki
way I was gonna
Shirone.
remember that.
It was something
Anyway,
with a J. I remember that.
with Jiki Shirone, I think it's interesting because this whole point is like going to be based on Ichi's capabilities as a witch, on who she should side in the coming war. But the whole point of the war is the belief that magics and humanity can't coexist in any feasible capacity. And here we're getting a counterexample to that, is two, magic and a human coexisting, not in any of a relationship that we've seen before, but presumably as equals.
Yeah.
Like an equal relationship, which that's interesting.
Especially
I'm not
with how
gonna get
fucking
into
powerful.
the biology of that, but like,
You don't want to talk about how he could use like chronostasis powers to like hit like crazy?
no,
You don't wanna
you're
talk
not. No.
You don't want to talk about how he could just like fucking
No, I
stop
actually
time?
don't. I don't. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Damn. Fuck.
Yeah,
I thought that's
nah.
what I thought that's what like
I-
we brought this up for.
I think it's interesting because it's framed originally as Ichi's capabilities as a witch, but the arc has the potential to reframe itself not in his capacity to kill and hunt, but instead in this entire group's capacity to understand coexistence and accept this relationship. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, just the fact that this relationship even exists, this could lead to Jiki Shirone being like, okay, well, what's going on here, and like her asking questions and trying to figure out what's going on here, and this could be a whole different thing now. I mean, now that Ichi like was aware, like, hey, this is a woman and she's pregnant, and they just outright say, hey, this is our relationship, this could lead to an entirely different sort of challenge that everyone else has had to face, especially since we figure out that this time magic, this chronostasis magic, has rewound time and has made it so people even forget like taking it, or like they just never took it at all. So this might be a situation where, hey, if they, I guess, win over the partner and is like, well, no, I don't want to forget about them or anything like that. So now, like, they have a better shot at taking this challenge on now that they've, I guess, kind of accepted that these two can coexist. So it could be interesting, man. I like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have much more to say on it, but like, this is a really interesting arc so far, and I'm excited that we're getting into the real meat of the plot for each.
Was not expecting it, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's
flashbang
fun.
of hell, but I fuck with it. The wrong people are going to be excited about this chapter. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I think you know exactly what you mean.
Huh? Hey man. Equal rights type shit. One love type shit.
Yeah.
Super chats being desktop exclusive in 2025 is so annoying. I didn't know that was the case. That sucks.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the thing, huh?
Yeah, that's really bad. Do any of you read Boruto Blue Vortex? I don't read ass. No, I'm kidding. I want to, but I just haven't.
I read it. I
I considered reading it, but then I remembered I love myself too much.
Damn. I hear Blue
Well,
Vortex
I don't
is
have
good,
that
but-
problem, so I do read it.
I hear Blue Vortex is pretty solid.
It's fine.
True. I do want to
It's-
eventually read through Boruto up to Blue Vortex. I was gonna originally read through Naruto and then go to Boruto, but I might just do Boruto to Blue Vortex and then do Naruto later.
There.
I don't know, because I do want to catch up on it. Like, I do like the fits in Blue Vortex. At least Boruto and Sarada. I don't know about any of the other ones. Those are the only two ones that I've seen, and I think they look cool. Kawaki, I think I've seen him. He's all right. That's about it. But yeah, I do want to read it at some point. I don't know when, because I'm reading a lot of shit right now, but eventually I do. I'm on my phone and have the ability to super chat right now. Tight sheet. Maybe it's just like just see them or like I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know shit about that. Blue Vortex is good, better than Mid Boruto Part 1. The last chapter was nice. That's good. That's really good. Cool. All right, so we can move on to our next one in the rapid fire. What do you want to talk about next? What, Sakamoto Days?
Sakamoto is, I mean, okay, actually, it is interesting, because it does put into perspective. I was really annoyed that the gun thing was like foiled so easily, but I'm happy that it did have a broader societal effect, and that his plan is still in motion. Essentially, it's cool. This arc has had it's had some downswings, but overall, I've been enjoying this arc. I will say.
Same, yeah. I'm really happy that this came back into effect. Go ahead, Silver. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to bring up Heisuke's argument. It's like, hey, you guys can't support the JAA. Hey, they're just a group of killers. Okay, what was the old JAA then?
The Order. At least that's what it was in their mind. They were assassins that kept order. That's how that was the difference in their mind. I get what you're saying, but there's a difference between like, all right, we're just killing people just to kill them versus we have to kill these people to keep order. At least, again, that's how they feel. And I like that's how the dichotomy between the two organizations was. And that kind of goes back into the whole, like, okay, we're introducing these guns into Japan and you can only murder these people through guns. And I remember being like, well, what's the difference? Like, you're like, murder is murder. Like, you're killing these people regardless. And I like how that's being brought back into it, where it's like, yeah, well, people can still kill outside of just guns, and people are still supporting them because they can just kill and keep killing and keep killing. So I like that. I'm really happy to see that this actually came back. But this was that's the difference that Heisuke views it with. But yes, they were killers, to answer your question.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was funny as all.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah.
Okay, by the way, I forget who said it. I just read the Gachikutsu chapter. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. That was so good. Holy shit. Anyway.
Shouts out. Yeah, shouts out. But yeah, Sakamoto Days was a lot of fun this week. I enjoyed it. Just really cool to see, like I said, this whole plot line come back into effect. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes from here. Good stuff. That was about all I could really read in terms of rapid fire, just because I was getting shit ready for the pod. So is there anything else that you guys want to talk about before we get out of here?
Nothing else chapter wise, although I would like to mention again, next week we shouldn't have anything on break, so we should have a full 5 chapter pod again. So look forward to that.
Cool.
Hell yeah, man. Gaku's dead and the New Order is trash. Taishi. Bring back Gaku, man. We'll gather the Dragon Balls for you. But with all that being said, we're gonna get out of here, man. I gotta go to the bathroom. I also gotta check on just how fucking bad I'm getting beat up in fantasy. I also just got a shower. I feel kind of gross, but a whole lot of stuff to be done, as you can see. I gotta go, man. We all gotta go. So with all that being said, make sure you guys like the stream, all that good stuff. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything that we covered here on the podcast. Thank you guys for sticking around with us this whole way through, whether you're watching live or after the fact. Even with me just suddenly losing my hearing mid-pod, it was fun. It was a good episode.
It was funny.
Like Silver said, we're gonna have a full pod again next week, so make sure you guys tune the F in, man. Like, damn, tune the F in, man, please. But with all that being said, we're leaving now. Goodbye. And good night.